Hello everyone, welcome to TVON. My name is Joyce and happy Friday and welcome to our very first show of October. So time is definitely flying. Again, half of my brain is still stuck in March and the other is still thinking it's August, but here we are already into October. So happy Friday, happy October. And speaking of October, you know, it's my birth month and you know my favorite stones are black opals. One of which is a ring like this. So we'll be bringing out quite a lot of black opal. So if that's a stone you're, interested in seeing, quite a few pieces of, it's kind of hard to not overdo it, but I definitely have at least, 4 or 5 of those pieces here today. In addition, we can't forget tourmaline is also October's birthstone. So I do have a few of those today as well. And, some returning favorites, some pieces you've seen here and there, but not that much, maybe like 5 pieces. So definitely continuing with the designer pieces, the brand new. I mean, they've been here for the past couple of days and you all seem to be liking them. So super excited that we're able to continue with that fun. So but that doesn't mean that, if, you like looking at the designer stuff, maybe you're, still a traditional person, you want, just a single halo is just perfectly fine with you, call us and, place your request. We'll be happy to check in the back, see what's available, bring it out here. And I forgot to mention, I did mention we only had, a few returning favorites, a few pieces that you've seen before, but I did bring out the 2 largest color change diaspores that we have. So one is an oval, one is an emerald cut. So, yet another stone that's been, increasing in popularity as of late. So I did bring out the 2 largest, and honestly, I haven't seen any stones larger than that. So if you want to see those or anything I'm going to mention or have already mentioned, just call us. I can bring it up and show it to you just like that. So without further ado, let's get right on to our very first item of today, which is brand new today. And, it's October. The months that you typically associate with flowers, spring and summer, they're gone now. But that doesn't mean that you can't continue to have florals in your jewelry. So let's take a look at the wheel right here. And this is our fabulous floral piece. And yes, those are cat's eye stones. However, not only are they cat's eye crystal beryls, but they are also cat's eye alexandrites. So this is 1122168, brand new today. As you probably noticed in the past couple of days, we've been bringing you a lot of, the platinum pieces, the 18K gold pieces. This one is in fact the 18K white gold. So it does have to stay like it is, and honestly with all that is happening in a piece like this, I wouldn't, have it any other way. And again, any request, Mary Ellen, if you are watching and if you still have any questions on that bracelet that we talked about a couple times this week so far, I did manage to find another one of the bracelet that you got. So if you have any questions on that, I'll be more than happy to answer it. And again, any other requests are welcome. And all it takes is just one phone call and we will be able to help you out. I forgot to mention another designer piece that we've seen here and there, the multicolored sapphires. I have one piece today that has that multicolored sapphire motif. So definitely looking forward to showing that. And I actually have a little bit of a different setup here today. So hello to our fellow Facebook viewers and hello to our fellow YouTube viewers and of course our website viewers as well. Hello, Julie, I believe she is on Facebook. So a little bit of a different format, just testing things out, but glad that you can join me on this Friday. Carat 95 total weight of all of those cat's eyes in this piece right here. And, me, I tend to, whine about matching stones, but this one is really truly done to perfection here. I mean, not a single alexandrite looks like, it shouldn't belong there, and not a single crystal beryl looks like it shouldn't belong there, but they are all they look like they belong together. So I'm really happy that, we're able to have all of these perfectly matching stones in this lovely floral piece. And carat 95 total weight on those cat's eyes there. And also 38 points of the diamonds in a piece like this. Loving how instead of just, putting some diamonds on the band and just calling it a day, they actually went ahead and actually kind of balanced out this entire piece with some more floral shapes in the band itself. So again, a truly unique piece. It could have easily been, created as a bypass style, but you get so much more here. It's so much more than just, a stacked look or like a bypass look. It is truly a unique piece. I haven't seen anything like this before, so really glad that that is here today. And a piece like this, if you look at it that way, technically, I guess you can consider it to be, 2 in 1, 2 rings stacked into one. So, but we're not going to do that. The pricing, I don't want you to charge you the price of 2 rings when you're really just getting one, but you get the look of 2. This was supposed to be $19.99. And $19.99, we are not going to be leaving it there. So I'd like to show you what the piece looks like from the side. Again, with a lot of these designer pieces, it's kind of unique in how they are built. So really excited that I can, show you the entire 360 of this piece or of all of these pieces before you decide to pick them up. And this is what it looks like. So with the cat's eye stones, they are cut in a cabochon shape. So you can kind of see where towards the front, they do have a little bit of that curve, and then they are flat on the back side. Here's what it looks like from the back side, speaking of. And you can see there, double bands, and it does taper nicely in the back. So it is true to size on a piece like this. Back to the other side we go, and into the front. This is not going to be $19.99. And again, designer piece, you know them, beforehand by now. So if you see something you like, be sure to call in early. So I really don't want you to miss out because, if you miss out on a piece like this, especially, we probably can't do another one of these for you. So if you see something you like, maybe think about it, but definitely get on those phone lines quickly. Because a piece like this is not going to be $19.99. How about I save you an instant $1,000 and just make this one $999, just like that. I mean, this is such a large look as well. This is currently not my size, but here's what it looks like on the hand. I mean, does that ring look like it's $9.99? I think absolutely not. But here it is. This is the ring. This is $9.99. Again, you get 2 different phenomenal stones. With the cat's eye, one is the alexandrite, so under incandescent light it does change into this nice purplish color, so do keep that in mind. And of course the crystal barrels are also there. This is what it looks like from the side, so not high off the hand at all, so you don't have to worry about protecting the cabochon cuttings of the cat's eye stones. But this is going to be $9.99, an absolute stunning piece. And again, florals, who says you can't wear them year round? But here it is, $9.99. So let me know on this one. We will go back up close and see who will grab it here today. And again, I do have a selection of opals and tourmalines as well. Brand new Imperial topaz with that pinky color. And fire opal pendant. I did bring out one of the top quality Colombian emeralds in a 3-stone style ring. So that is also here today. Bicolor tourmaline. Don't know if I mentioned this, but Brazilian alexandrite, GIA certified, brand new today, is also here. Fabulous, fun, new designer mounting. And since we are on a bit of a, rare stones train here, this next piece I have had before. I wouldn't necessarily call it rare, the stone, but it is definitely a stone that is rare on my shows because I am extremely picky with these pieces. It might not be as rare as, let's say, a red diamond perhaps, but it is definitely rare for me to see one that immediately catches my eye and immediately just makes me just want to grab it, try on, and show it to you guys. Because up next we do have a Burma ruby, so let me know on this one. And we'll be moving on into this fabulous piece here. Again, I know I've had this recently, but you guys need another look at this because item number 1121689. this is our Burma ruby emerald cut. You know, rubies typically are more included, so you know, being an emerald cut is kind of like, do you really want to do that? But this stone said absolutely, because look at what is happening within this stone. I mean, if this ruby was just, you know, so included to the point where it's just like a rectangular shape of red, I don't think it would be doing this. And look at what it is doing. So I would definitely say making this in the emerald cut was absolutely the right move here. Hello, Nancy. Glad that you are here. And a lot of our Facebook gals are here on Facebook. And I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I've kind of like transitioned out of, you know, the Facebook chat because I've been stuck in the back with other stuff. But I try to pop in when I can. So hello, it's nice to see everyone again. A lot of familiar names. But this is our 206 private collection Burma ruby. And of course, loving the high saturation of the yellow diamonds, and of course incorporating a different look, you know, not just using the brilliant round white diamonds, but in fact using princess cuts. It is giving it a little bit of a different look that is, again, not like anything we've seen here before. Speaking of the diamonds, this has 17 points of the yellow diamond, so that's in the halo immediate to the center stone, as well as 57 points of the remainder of your diamonds here. This was supposed to be $99.99, and you know us, we're not going to leave it at $99.99, even though for this, you know, clarity and quality, we could probably easily leave it there and just call it a day. But we want you to have the best price drop, the best value there could be. So, you know, if you don't have a ruby yet, I know they're not a stone that, you know, that have a lot that you could immediately just look at it and be like, yeah, I want that one. It's not like a diamond where, you know, you don't typically see a lot of diamonds that are just, you know, like they were picked out from outside. They're usually, you know, sparkly and bright, but ruby's a totally different case. And for this one, if you would like it, not even going to do it for $89, $79, $69, over $59.99 on this one. And this is also what it looks like from the side. So aside from the basket, it is, you know, not high off the hand at all whatsoever. And loving how it's casting its own little like red glow throughout the backside of the ring as well. Truly a very interesting look. And for emerald cuts and other stones as well, it's very nice to get a view from the backside of the piece, so you can really see, again, rubies, not saying that this is 100% crystal clean, but you can clearly see through the stone, so it is not murky or hazy at all whatsoever. And if you like this one, we'll just make it very first caller, $4,999. This is a different style visually, but in terms of like wearability, absolutely you can daily wear it. In fact, this is what it looks like on the hands. So here we are. And as you can see, still those red flashes coming through. Again, rubies and the word red flash, typically, you know, we don't really hear them that often in the same sentence, but here we are. This ruby definitely has its own fair share of red flashes. So $49.99 on this one to the very first caller, and look at that. There is still red flash coming from underside of the ring. So no idea what is happening there, but this ruby is absolutely spectacular. $49.99 to the very first caller. And again, with these emerald cuts, we typically don't get to see a lot of them. So definitely a rarer cut as well. So let me know on this one. I think we're still thinking about some pieces from earlier, rather the cat's eye double flower look. So let me know on that one. And again, if you have any requests from anything else you've seen, whether it was, you know, the past couple of days, weeks, months, years, we'll have to definitely check on that. But definitely call in with any requests you might have. And again, Mary Ellen, I don't know if you still have any questions on that bracelet, but I did manage to find the same exact bracelet. So if you need me to, you know, show you how, you know, the mechanism works, I'll be more than happy to bring that out here. But here we are, $49.99 on this one. And you know what? I said we had a couple of opals today, and I think it's time to bring out the very first opal of the day. I honestly can't pick favorites, but this is definitely one of my favorites out of the whole bunch. Actually quite conflicted about this one because back in the other room, this stone looked very red, like it was overwhelmingly red with those red flashes. But up here, it seems to have color changed into a completely different stone. So looking forward to showing that. And again, let me know on the floral ring. We might be thinking about it. So again, all it takes is one phone call away and we can answer any of your questions. So let me know on this one again. Emerald cut, Burma ruby, private collection, 206 center stone. This is a spectacular piece. Let me know. And speaking of red flashes, here is our very first black opal of the day. This is 112-2037. This is our fabulous 136 black opal, and I actually had a little bit of a struggle with, describing this one when I first saw it. There are just so many different colors in this stone that I was a little bit overwhelmed, honestly. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about this one, but it is definitely a more of a muted, I would even say grayish base, because when you mix all of the world's colors into, if you're painting and you're mixing all of the colors you have into one blob, the color that comes out is typically a grayish color, and this is what we have here. But that doesn't mean that the stone is bad or not gray or having this muted background is actually really nice, because then it really provides the perfect muted background for these intense red flashes to really, show up and pop and, be a big party of flashes and colors. This is in platinum, actually, so, I know you can't really tell from just looking at it, but this is indeed platinum. And it does have to stay like it is in the platinum. Just because it's platinum size 6.5 right now does not mean it has to stay in the platinum size 6.5. We can, in fact, size it for you. So, if you're thinking, oh, I'm not a size 6.5, I can't get this ring. Yes, you can. We will size it for you. 33 points of the diamonds in this one. So, again, trying to accommodate everyone. I do have some more wild designs later on in today's show, but this is more on the simple side with a single halo. If you just really want a really great stone and you don't really care about, how crazy the design is, and you just want something simple, this is absolutely one of those pieces. Supposed to be $59.99, and this is, a longer oval shape, and so it does seem larger on the hand. And this is my favorite angle of this stone, actually, because I think at this angle you can truly, see all of the different varieties of colors that I was talking about earlier. Again, this is not exactly the best environment to show off a black opal, but here it is. You can see definitely like purples coming through, of course that sky blue, the neon greens, and absolutely the fiery reds, and even some oranges there that I did not see earlier. So again, a very unique piece. This is what it looks like from the side, and here it is, the simple basket work on this. This is what it looks like from the back side, so that is just from the host rock there. So again, it's kind of a nice little touch of Mother Nature in your piece here. Back to the other side we go, and into the front. This is not going to be $59.99. If you like this one, I think someone might already like it. We'll just get right to it. Again, I have a few other options later on, nothing like this though, so if you definitely like this, want to see more of the reds in your black opals, definitely consider picking this one up, because it is not going to be $59.99. If you like it, let's get right to it. One caller only, $2,999 on this one. Keep in mind, it does have to stay like it is in the platinum. This is what it looks like on the hand, and when I picked it up, some intense sunshine yellows just miraculously appeared. So definitely a piece full of surprises. This is going to be $29.99. Love how, even though it's just a single halo, it definitely does its job right in terms of it really, accentuates the oval shape of the center stone itself, as you can see here. This is what it looks like from the side, so definitely daily wearable. It's not, overwhelming in terms of design or in terms of metal weight or in terms of, the overall size. But this is here, $29.99, and again with opals, I think you definitely have to, take it outside, under the sun, see what it looks like, maybe into the shade, and just really look at it, flip the ring around. I know it's an oval shaped stone, so it's not like a pear shape, but flip it around and you might, see different colors that you didn't see before. So $29.99 on this one. And again, just loving those fiery red flashes that are coming through on this one. Definitely, red is more rare in terms of the opal, so you really want to see a lot more of those reds here. So call me on this one, $29.99. And I think our cat's eyes are still here, which is very surprising. So if you're just tuning in, again, I did have a kind of a double flower look with the cat's eye crystal barrels and cat's eye alexandrites. Had a fabulous 206 emerald cut Burma ruby. So if you're looking for a clean ruby, I do have that one here. And again, anything you need me to put up and show again, I'll be more than happy to do so. Again, I did mention we had a new Imperial topaz ring. However, I actually do have two necklaces as well, but they are called necklaces because they're actually pendants, but they do come with a chain. So you could technically remove it from the chain and put the pendant on whichever chain you might already have. So I do have those also coming up in today's show. They do have that pinkish color to it as well, so very nice to see there. Brand new designer Aquamarine pendant. So we've had our fair share of the rings, but if you're in the market for a pendant, I do have one here today. It is designer. It does have a bit of a design to it, but it's not so, again, overwhelming to the point where you don't want to wear it or you only want to wear it for special occasions, but it is more of that simple design. So if you're interested in that, again, that will be coming up as well. I did mention a GIA certified Brazilian alexandrite that will also be coming up in today's show. And since we are on a bit of a October birthstone train, the other birthstone that we have in October is tourmaline. And this is not your average tourmaline. I know you're wondering, oh yeah, they come in different colors, what's new, like what else could happen? There is one other thing that could happen, and that is the cutting of the stone itself. So let me know on this opal. This one has definitely a lot of reds in it, but moving along, kind of similar to red, we have our pink tourmaline, and it is such a large ring that it is going to need some help here, so forgive me as it sits weirdly for a moment as I zoom back just a moment so you can see the entire piece here. Going to try to grab it and put it upright like that. Yeah, this is our fancy cut pink tourmaline. And if you would ask me what I would name this cut, I honestly have no idea. The bottom part of it kind of looks like a star, so maybe something in relation to that. But this is our 18K yellow gold. So again, upgrading the gold purity here. Oh, item number 2097. So that is 112-2097. I mean, the color of this pink tourmaline could, in my mind, easily be mistaken for almost like a Mahangi pink spinel even. It is just that saturated and bright and clean. Again, keep in mind, this is a tourmaline, a stone that is typically included, but this one, not so much. And talking about that center stone, this one is our 959 center stone. Fancy cut to perfection. I mean, it doesn't look weird. It looks definitely intriguing and it could be a conversation starter. But this is our 959 fancy cut. Almost, I would even call it a designer cut even. I mean, where else have you seen a cut like this? and 15 points of the diamonds, all bezel set throughout this piece here. So again, loving how they balanced it out. So instead of just, you know, wrapping it entirely in 18 karat yellow gold, they sprinkled in some of those diamonds there. So, you know, give it a little bit of a balance. And all things said, this is a piece that was supposed to be $59.99. And again, it is a rather large piece. But what I love about this piece is actually how, you know how, to me at least, if this stone were cut like not like this, it might almost read to me as like fake even. But just how this stone was so masterfully cut, it really still maintains that gemmy quality that it is. And it doesn't, you know, read, you know, costume or, you know, something that you would see a child wear while, you know, they're playing, you know, pretend or whatever. But it definitely is, I would say almost even a collectible stone. I mean, it is a pink tourmaline, but where else are you going to find a fancy cut like this? This is what it looks like from the side. So again, as it tips over, but this is what it looks like from the side in case you were intrigued about how the stone was cut. So the front is completely flat and polished, and then into the back side is really where all of the magic happens. It is where, you know, the lapidary really just cut into the back side of the stone, so the design is mirrored into the front. So everything is in the back side, the front is smooth. This is what it looks like from the other side. So again, continuing with that more so flat look here. This is not going to be $59.99, and the last piece we had was $29.99, but I am also not going to do that at all. Again, this is a rather large piece, so do keep that in mind. And in fact, this is what it looks like on the hand. So here we have it. Loving how the cut, the shape also translates so beautifully from a different perspective as well. You know, you don't look at it from this angle and you're like, oh, what is that? You know, I know it's a stone, but what is that? And even from here, you can tell. It is your fancy cut pink tourmaline. Loving how the lights even just bounce off of the back facets even and into your eyes. It has this really sleek and smooth look. And despite being a tourmaline, you know, it really does work. This is what it looks like from the side. So again, definitely a lot of gold in this piece. You know, this is not a teeny tiny little piece to be, you know, just, you know, that you'll forget about. This is absolutely a piece that you'll have in your hand and people will be like, what is that? And you'll be like, well, it's my fancy cut tourmaline. And there is nothing else like it in this entire world. So we're not even going to do it for $29.99. Let us go back up close for one more look at it. If you like this, I know it's very intriguing and maybe not everyone's cup of tea, but again, you know, aside from bringing you designer mountings, we're able to bring you designer cut stones. So super exciting. This is not going to be $29.99. If you like it, very first caller can have it $2,499 on this fabulous fancy cut pink tourmaline. And yes, if you like it, call us quickly because, you know, I don't think I can find anyone else out there who could even, you know, duplicate a stone like this. So call me quickly on this, $24.99 if you would like to grab it. And again, it does have to stay in the 18K yellow gold, but actually loving how, you know, they're both considered warm colors, you know, the color of the stone itself and also the color of the gold. So loving how they kind of play with each other and just, you know, have this overall very warm look. So super nice to see that. And I think it's time we bring our two largest color change diaspores. Again, one is in an oval, one is in the emerald cut. The emerald cut is the smaller of the two, but it is absolutely not a small stone. So we'll be bringing you the emerald cut first. So let me know on this pink tourmaline. Again, take down those item numbers. And if you needed some time to think about it, definitely do so. If you have any questions, definitely call in with those. This actually kind of looks like a heart now I think about it. You know, it has kind of the heart shape to this one, but $24.99, let me know. And then we'll be bringing our diaspore. This is our color change diaspore out of Turkey. Item number is 1120177. This is the first of our two, so this is the smaller one. I say smaller, but it is a 1336 center stone, so not that small. The other one is over 16 carats. So if you're interested in, the absolute largest, the other one is 16 carats, over 16 carats. So, but in the meantime, this one is our emerald cut. It is in the yellow gold. I actually would heavily recommend you leave it in the yellow gold. If you wanted to change it to the white gold, just give us some time, we can do so. I don't recommend the rose gold, but if you wanted to, try it out, go ahead. But definitely leave it in the yellow gold would be my personal recommendation. But this is, again, our color change diaspore, and again, elevators of light in a stone like this. It's 100% color changing. You can kind of see some of that color trying to come through right here. So again, a stone that has been increasing in popularity here as of late. Glad that we're able to bring you the largest in the bunch that we have. 66 points of the diamonds in this one, so in that lovely halo right there. This one actually has kind of like a double halo in terms of you have your halo of diamonds, and then on the outside of that you have kind of like a halo of gold, just to really outline the entire piece or wrap it all up into one pretty little package for you here. This was supposed to be $99.99, and as you know, we are not going to leave it there. Again, loving how, you see so many different colored flashes just trying to come through here. Emerald cuts, you really have to angle it into the camera for you to really appreciate it, but glad that this stone is something you can appreciate. This is not going to be $99.99, and you probably saw it here last for $39.99, and I am happy to say we will not be leaving it at $39.99 either. This is what it looks like from the side. So again, have your basket there. The band is true to size. And even though it is a larger stone, you just get the size you need. We'll size it for you, and it will not, twist and turn on your hand as, some of the heavier stones might tend to do. The piece itself might be off balance if the band isn't, thick enough, but this one absolutely has no problem with that at all. And we're not going to do $39.99 on this one either. This one, if you like it, we'll do it. Very first caller, $3,499 on our second largest color change diaspore. So $34.99, and this is what it looks like on the hand. So as you can see here, definitely not a small stone, even though it is the second largest. Not as large as the other one I'm about to bring you, but definitely not a teeny tiny little look either. For a piece like this, of this size, I would actually again recommend it on the middle finger. It just feels more balanced when it's on the hand. This is what it looks like from the side. So as you can see there, the band leading into the halo, and of course the basket as well. Loving this stone, and again, aside from this one and the oval I'm about to bring you, I haven't seen any stones come close in terms of size to, these two. So if you, have your color change diaspores that you maybe wear on a daily basis, or have a smaller stone, really want to have like the ultimate diaspore, consider this one, or consider the one I'm about to bring you. If you're not a fan of emerald cuts, I do have an oval. So let me know on this one, $34.99. Let's just put it down for one more look close up. And we will get to our oval in a few short seconds here. And again, any requests are welcome. I do have a request for Teresa, so not sure if she is watching. If not, we can always get it ready for a different day. And again, Mary Ellen, if you are watching, have any questions still on your bracelet, I do have a bracelet up here with me, so I am able to, show you the closure on that one. So just let me know. And again, I believe the cat's eyes are still here, which is kind of shocking. I guess no one likes the florals anymore. And also, again, that ruby, and also this fabulous black opal with all of the red flashes, which I will probably be, recapping as I do every so often. And yes, I agree, Elizabeth, it is a very beautiful ring. Definitely something I would probably see someone of royalty wearing, actually. So a very impressive ring indeed. And we will be moving right along into our absolute largest color change diaspore right up next. So if you're not a big fan of the ovals or the emerald cuts, I do have an oval coming up right now. So I'll probably also bring them both back up for a quick look, you know, side by side as well. But moving the emerald cut aside, we do have our oval, and it is so conveniently designed so that it has to sit on a point, so I do have to babysit it. But this is 1118117, so an older item number. It's been here for quite a while. And this is our 1645 color change diaspore. Honestly, I can't decide with which one you might like. You know, I'm conflicted. Personally, I love the emerald cut, but I think this one might take the cake. So definitely my first choice would be this one, carat 37 of all of the diamonds here. So at the different points of the shape right here, the diamonds are slightly larger, so that's why I have to babysit it. It can't sit on its own, but on your hand, there will be no problem at all. Mary Ellen is watching, so she still has questions on her bracelet. I will make this quick. This one was supposed to be surprising. This one was supposed to be $79.99, so very interesting there. Maybe they didn't want to, you know, write out the $19,999 price tag, but you know, we'll start there. But this is not going to be $79.99 either, and this is again larger than the emerald cut we just had. This one, however, I believe it does have to stay in the yellow gold, but again, if you're okay with waiting, we can custom make the mounting for you in the white or the rose gold, but again, would recommend leaving it in the yellow gold. Not going to be $49.99 either. This is what it looks like from the side, so again, with that halo there, and of course the traditional band leading into the backside there. Loving how it's just like a sun's rays of like gold functioning as the basket of this piece. $49.99, not leaving it there. Save you another $1,000. Make this one $3,999. This is what it looks like on the hand. So let me actually put them both up on my hand together so you can kind of get a size perspective here. So again, the emerald cut is smaller, but they both look about the same in terms of size. So honestly, I would more likely go for the oval if you were deciding between these two, but you know, definitely the oval has a little bit more happening in terms of, you know, the colorful flashes. Both have a pretty similar design, so again, it's really up to you and what you like. But again, here they both are from the side. Let me actually take off the emerald cut, put them back on the wheel. So this is the oval. This is the oval from the side, so not high off the hand at all, but do keep in mind it is a larger stone, but I don't have exactly the largest hands, but it is also not overwhelming. It doesn't interfere with like my hands. You know, I can't, you know, close my hand into a fist or anything, but here it is, $39.99 on this one, and I will move this one up close so we can see it one more time. And as this piece is spinning here, I will go and grab the bracelet that Mary Ellen has. So let me actually also give the item number. So this actually was not planned for today, but just answering some questions. As you know, bracelets, they do tend to have different closures. So as we move along from the diaspores, let's actually go to the hand here. Here we have our triple row DBTY style. This is 1114195. Again, not really planned in terms of a request, but just answering some questions on this. So this is our triple row DBTY style, so all of the bezeled diamonds are actually, I guess, you know, stuck together, so you know there won't be any tangling happening. But again, 72 points of the diamonds for anyone who has not seen this before. This is $999, and again, not planned for today exactly, but just really wanted to show you the closure and how you open and close it. So give me 1 second here. New nails, not used to them yet. This is the clasp, so as you can see on this hand, there is a little bit of a button. So as I just close it right here, you'll hear a little bit of a click, as I do have it backwards, but here. So right now it is closed, but what you'll do is, I have the button underneath my thumb right now, so you just push down on it and just open it. So just like that, you open it. So I know this doesn't really look like a button, but it is a button. So you just really have to push down on it and just open it. So let me also close it one more time here, move aside to the clasp. So right now it is closed, and you can see, as I guess it's better if I angle it downward so you can see this part that kind of sticks out right here, that is the button. So as you just push down on it, so I'm pushing down on it right now, and just open it. So that is how the closure works on a piece like this. And of course you can't forget the figure 8 safety clasp to make it more secure than it already is. So $9.99 to anyone else who maybe have seen this style already and maybe want to pick one up as well. Again, not really planned for today, but had some questions on it. Always happy to answer those as well. Available in the white, yellow, or the rose gold. All of our diamonds are VS2 average, so a lot of newer shoppers recently, and a lot of questions on our diamonds, like, are they natural? 100% natural. And the quality, the color, the clarity, always happy to have that information on hand. As actually went to a store, I know me outside, shocking, but actually went to a store a couple of weeks ago, and I had some questions because I saw this really kind of sad looking, emerald pendant, and well, she was able to answer my question as to what clarity the diamonds were. They were I3, and I would agree with that because I have never seen diamonds, quote, quote, diamonds look like that before, but I asked her then what was the color, and she couldn't give it to me, and so I was kind of like, oh, and moved on from that. So let me know on this, or if she has any other questions, or if she was able to open her bracelet. I know different closures on these bracelets, and even bangles, I feel like. So again, have any questions, be more than happy to answer those, but let us move on from this back to the wheel to our color change diaspore. So let me know again if she has any questions. I actually do have a rose gold up here as well, so again, it's not just for Mary Ellen, who just had a question on the closure, but if you wanted to purchase one, experience our VS diamonds, feel free to do so. Again, $9.99 per bracelet. I do have a rose gold, so if you're curious about the rose gold, already have the white and yellow gold, but you want a rose gold. I actually quite like our rose gold. They don't read as a very confusing, maybe off-color yellow gold. They absolutely read as a rose gold. If you want to try that out, I also do have the rose gold to show. And did I answer all of her questions? Thank you. Hopefully you can get your bracelet open. But yeah, this one is here, $39.99, and again, we did have the emerald cut for $34.99, so I guess I should bring both of those up here. So this one is moving even more, so let me just move that off to the side and bring in the emerald cut. I'll probably have to zoom back just a little bit to show these both up here. So as that one is sitting a little bit weirdly, let me run over and just do a quick little zoom back so you can see this is our two largest color change diaspore rings. So as I angle it down to, I guess you can see like the true color of it better. I know with the emerald cut, it's it's tending to reflect the darkness of the studio, but as I turn it down there, you can kind of see the true color of the color change diaspore. Let me just grab this one for a little better babysitting here, but this is our oval. The oval again is the largest in what we have in terms of color change diaspores. Really, it's up to you. They're just off by about 3 carats, so both have kind of a similar look in terms of that single halo, but it's really truly up to you if you want the largest stone, which is the oval, or if you want the second largest, which is the emerald cut. But then again, these are our two options that we have here today. One is $39.99, which is the one I'm holding right here, and the other is $34.99, and that is the emerald cut sitting off to the side there. Again, I guess one more look on the hand for both of these again. If you have any other questions, I'll be more than happy to answer those. But this is what they both look like on the hand. So again, a large look. If you decide to pick one of these up, you don't necessarily even have to wear it. You could just have it in your collection as a collector's piece. Again, I haven't seen any diaspores larger than these two, so really if you have been thinking about it, have been thinking of picking up the one to complete the collection, I would pick either of these two, leaning a little bit more slightly towards the oval, but that's just me speaking as I do get to see these pieces in person. But let me know on either of these two pieces here, and let us do a little brief recap. I know it's only not even the top of the hour yet, but let's just do a little bit of a mini recap of our black opal from earlier today. In case you missed it, this is the first of a few that I have here today. This was 2037 with all of those red flashes out of the whole bunch. This is the one with the red flashes. So if you're looking for a different one, unfortunately this is all I have. The other ones are more of the blue and green colors. So this is definitely the one with the most red flashes. And hello, Darlena in Fontana. So you're kind of close. And yes, I know that the 3-row DBTY style bracelet, it is delicate, but it's not like you have to worry about it. You really can just wear it and maybe even layer it with other pieces. And it is so bright and sparkly despite, mostly being just, chain and diamonds. So loving that. Again, if you need another look at that diamond bracelet, our 3-row DBTY style, be more than happy to bring that back. But yeah, this opal is here, $29.99, again with kind of a muted background color to really allow for all of those intense colors and flashes to really come through on a piece like this. And even as I angle it downwards so it's in its own shadow there, still a lot of those intense reds coming through. So $29.99, you really don't want to miss out on a piece like this because, as you probably know, black opals, you can't duplicate them. I would say you probably have a higher chance of finding another one of those fancy cut pink tourmalines than having another one of these black opals. So call me on this one and let me know. Again, I did mention some more fun designer pieces to be had later on today. Have not really a fancy cut, but we'll call it a fancy cut. If you're not a fan of the pink tourmalines, I do have one in a green tourmaline as well. Slightly less fancy, but still fancy nonetheless. So looking forward to showing that. And again, any requests are welcome. All it takes is for you to pick up the phone, dial that number, and call us, and then we can help you out. If you're on the go today, have a request plan for maybe the weekend, we can always do that as well, or maybe even Monday. Or we're not here on Tuesdays. Well, we're not here for the show, but we're still here working hard. But yeah, we're always available to you and can always help you out with any questions you might have. So speaking of that pink tourmaline that we had not too long ago, I actually have a Mahangi pink spinel. It is in our favorite signature mounting. So again, bringing you quite a bit of the fancier, more fun designs. But if you want to go back to the basics, one of them is this single halo here. But if you want to go back to, let's say, a signature mounting, I do have this Mahangi pink spinel here. This is 1120763. This is yet another stone that surprisingly has been increasing in demand as of late, in addition to the color change diaspores. This stone and the diaspores, it's kind of fun to, see and experience when you're in the phone bank often, but it's very interesting to see that this stone is making yet another comeback. A lot of people, requesting this stone specifically, and sad to say it, but we can't get any more. What's in existence right now, that's it. So if you don't have one yet, or maybe you already have a few, want to add yet another one to the collection, or maybe even just have one to invest in and maybe even sell, that's perfectly fine. But this one is here. And this one is not, an overwhelming size. As you know, when they go above the 2-3 carat range, the price also skyrockets. So This one is more for if you want to really just as an introduction to the Mahangi pink spinels. This is more of a simple style. You can definitely wear this on the daily. One of our, more popular in-demand styles here is the signature mounting. So here we have it, 81 points in the center stone itself and 74 points of the diamonds in this piece. And again, if you are newer to this style, the single halo around the center stone itself, the diamonds are larger and the diamonds on the band itself are paved. So do keep that in mind. Loving how that actually, despite being all diamonds, really creates the perfect, contrast. So it's not, a blur of diamonds and then you got this fiery hot pink stone in the center here. This was supposed to be $49.99. And $49.99, we're not going to leave it there. This is what it looks like from the side. So this is the general construction of our signature style. So you got kind of a halo hovering over the band itself. And this is what it looks like in the backside. And don't worry, even though it has an under gallery, which makes it more comfortable to wear, does not mean that this has to stay in a size 6.5. If we're not able to size anything, or if you're wondering that's impossible to size, as long as it's not designer, what we can do is recreate the mounting itself into the gold color and ring size that you want it in. So again, it's a signature mounting, but we're still custom making it for you. So very nice to have that option here. And this is what it looks like from the other side. So as you can probably see from, just this angle here, you don't get to see as much of the gold, but that doesn't mean that it has to stay in the white gold. If you wanted to change it to the yellow gold or even the rose gold, the option is always there for you. And this piece is also not going to be $19.99. This is what it looks like on the hand, so you can kind of see here. It's not a 1 carat, 2 carat, 3 carat stone, but because of how intense and neon the color itself of the stone is, you can still see it from this distance away, which is really nice and really what you want to see in a Mahangi pink spinel. And that neon up there isn't just, calling it a neon. I mean, it truly is neon pink spinel. So if you would like this one, we're not even going to do it for $19.99 or even $15.99 on this. This is what it looks like from the side. So again, it's a very well built piece. It's not just, the band isn't just, flat against the hand. There's actually some curvature to it as well. We're not going to do this for $15.99 either. And again, if you've seen this stone, you're interested in it, you want to really just have one, maybe just for your collection, by all means, be my guest. Call in quickly on this one because this is going to be $1,299 to the very first caller on this. And I'm just turning it ever so slightly, and you can still see all of those fiery neon hot pink flashes just happening here and there. So really truly a stone that you don't want to miss out on. So $12.99 on this one for this entire piece. Call us quickly on this one and be the first to pick this one up. And if you want to see anything else from the first hour, again, we had that really fancy cut pink tourmaline, not something we would see every day. That is also here. Brazilian alexandrite, GIA certified, also coming up later in today's show. I do have one single Molly garnet pendant in a heart shape, so not a stone that we get to see that often, but they do come in a variety of colors in the same color range. So if you want to see that, I also do have it coming up. And again, triple row DBTY style bracelet. That one is also here. We do have a few of those being diamonds. So again, if you're newer to the world of VS diamonds, try out a bracelet, maybe our earrings, diamond studs. You probably have some of those in the back. Rings, can't think of one right now. Have so many, but yeah. Try out VS2 diamonds. You won't want to go back to whatever else is out there after you see our diamonds in person and really get to wear it and enjoy it. And let me know on anything else. Again, if you're on the go today, that's not a problem. We don't have to, request only for today. If you're here tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe next Friday, we can get those requests ready for you. And again, Teresa, I'm not sure if you are out there. I do have 2 pieces here. I believe we left you a message. So Teresa, if you're watching, please let me know. And let's go on. I do have, do you guys want to see another opal, or should I stop showing you guys opals? Maybe you guys are sick of those. But these opals that I have today, not just the stone, but also the design, they're very something unique. And speaking of unique, I do have one that is the largest black opal ring I have, and it is quite heavy. So I'll just be doing a quick little flash on the hand for this one, but this is the largest black opal ring I do have up here with me. So, you know, the opal itself isn't like the largest part of this. It's all of the diamonds and all of the platinum that is in this piece. So I know it's not for, definitely not for everyone, but if you want to see this with all the graphics, you know, I'll probably show it later on in today's show, but this is just a huge piece. And if this is, you know, what you are looking for, call me on it and I will bring it back up. But just giving you a quick little flash on a piece like this. And let's go back to our Mahangi pink spinel, as I believe that one is still here, so quite shocking. But let me see here. I don't know if our cat's eyes are still here, but I will assume they are. So let me bring that back for a quick little mini recap. And again, cat's eye, crystal beryl, and alexandrite. They have that cat's eye effect, as you can probably see here. And the alexandrites do change color under incandescent lighting. So also another phenomena within a phenomena. So here's kind of like a mini recap wheel, I would say. I will bring up the cat's eyes in the front here, the Mahangi pink spinel over here, and maybe this one back here. So again, these were just a few pieces from the very first hour here, in case you maybe missed it or just tuning in. This is, you know, continuing with the design train. So, you know, single halo, definitely on the more tame side in terms of, you know, design, but we've had some crazier designs in terms of that pink tourmaline, the fancy cut. So if you want another look at that one, I can also bring it back, but this is just, you know, several key highlights that we had in the first hour here. Again, someone has to grab that black opal, otherwise I will be considering it to myself, for myself, as a, I guess, early happy birthday gift. So let me know on that one. And bicolor tourmaline also coming up later. So definitely have a wide variety of the tourmalines. We already had the fancy cut. I almost want to say hot pink, but it is a pink tourmaline, but very close to being hot pink in my mind. Fancy cut green tourmaline is coming up. Actually have a cat's eye Indicolite. So October babies, today is your day. And again, I mentioned the multicolored sapphires set into a pendant. That is also going to be coming up soon. It's a very fun little piece, not exactly, you know, a still stationary piece, but in fact has something extra towards it that makes it a little bit different. So let me know on any of these pieces. And again, if you need the graphics, we can bring them up and you can take your screenshots, take your pictures. But these 3 are here for the time being. And also the ruby. Forgot about the ruby, the 206 Private Collection Burma ruby. Emerald cut, clean as can be. That one is also still here. So definitely a lot of the reds in our first hour here, contrary to last week, which was a lot of the greens and blues. But let me know on these. And I think I will have to move on to the aquamarine pendant that I mentioned. Now continuing with the platinum, this next piece is going to be in the platinum, and actually have one of our own aquamarine rings here as a potential set. So I'll be showing you the pendant first. So moving aside the Mahangi pink spinel, our fabulous cat's eye floral look, and last but not least, our lovely black opal with, you know, honestly all of the colors that you could imagine possible all into one ring. So $29.99 on this one. Let me know. But moving right along, we do have a aquamarine pendant. Now, as you can see, this is going to be more so of that metal, and I say metal is because this is platinum. So let me actually, I guess I'll have to set it down. Or no, it stays up kind of, so that's great. I don't have to babysit it. Has it already been the first hour? Thank you for joining me so far. My name is Joyce, and the first hour has come and gone just like that. So a lot of designer pieces were seen and more will be seen. So super excited for all of that. And again, if you have any questions or requests or want me to bring something back, you know, all you have to do is call us and then I can just bring it back or check in the back for anything. And two largest color change diaspores are still here. So again, very much like the Mahangi pink spinels, our color change diaspores have been increasing in terms of demand amongst our audience at least, and you know, kind of surprising but nice to see. It's like our own little phenomena here. Like, you guys are all trendsetters. So you know, if you need a recap, we can get to that, but let's go back to our aquamarine pendant. And let's give you all the information on this one. Now, the ring that I have, that is our own ring, is not platinum, but it is white gold, and if you wanted to keep it that way, you could. But for this one, it has to stay in the platinum. Item number is 1122076. And let me actually pick it up one more time so I can get a better grasp on it. This is platinum. 417 in the oval Santa Maria aquamarine. So again, you really like to see that saturation in a stone like this. You don't want it to be so washed out that it just blends in with the platinum itself. You can very clearly see how this piece is just its own stone, and it's not, you know, you can't tell what it is, you know, what stone is that. Like, it is that beautiful aquamarine blue color that you would really love to have. 9 points of the diamonds bezeled set throughout that little design there. Actually kind of reminds me of like a plant, but also I don't know if it's like the blue of the stone throwing me off, but it's also making me try to think of something that's like ocean themed. But another small detail, actually, as you know, as you're looking at this piece that maybe you have started to notice, is that there is not a single prong to be seen in this entire piece. So the platinum wraps around the center stone itself. No prongs to catch on anything. This entire piece is smooth, and including that bail itself as well. This is what it looks like from the back side. So as you can see there, it's almost like a little a little mini pool of water of aquamarine. You really want to just jump into it. But again, definitely a lot of metal on this. Looking at the bail here, I believe we can fit any of the DBTY styles, but again, if you need any measurements, I'll be happy to provide that. And a piece like this started at $49.99. And as you know us, even though it is a designer piece, we're not going to be leaving it at $49.99. And if you like this, we're not even going to do it for $29.99. And we might have some requests or questions from earlier pieces, so let us know on that as well. This is what this piece looks like against the hand. So it's not a teeny tiny little piece. It's definitely sizable to the point where it could probably easily function as like its own little ring, as you can see here, trying to give you a perspective of it against my hand. So definitely not a small piece. And it's not a small piece, and it's also not going to be $29.99 or even $19.99 on this fabulous aquamarine pendant. If you like this, call us quickly because we're going below $19.99. This is what it looks like on the neckline here. So as you can see, loving that super saturated blue just coming through, you know, regardless of where I'm showing it to you. If you like this, call me now. Again, aqua pendants we don't have a lot of, and again, it is yet another piece that, you know, a lot of requests for, but we're unable to fulfill them, you know, immediately. So not going to be $19.99. Let's go back up close, and if you would like this one, we will make it very first collar. Let me grab it properly first. If you would like this, we'll make it 1888 to the very first collar on this. And yes, it does have to stay in the platinum, but I think because it's in the platinum, it gives it that slight, like more weight to it. So, I mean, it is a 417 center stone. It's not going to feel, you know, light as a feather on your neckline, but just having that in platinum just gives it a little bit of that, you know, +1 to it in terms of the weight. And it works with any chain, you know, it's not overly heavy like having a weight around your neck, but it just gives you enough weight where you can really notice the presence of it on your neckline. And it is here for 1888. And in case you wanted also to see a quick little peek at the ring is our design, so kind of works as like a set. Definitely has those round diamonds in it. So if you just, you know, want to have a complete set, I do have a ring as well. And looks like someone might be thinking about the Mahangi pink spinel from earlier, so let me know on that. And we'll be moving along very shortly. I do have a Royal Zambaran here today, brand new, very simple style. Works well as a ring that you could stack other pieces around, let's say the Wonder Ring. So very curious to see, you know, the Royal Zambaran stone stacked with the yellow diamond Wonder Rings that we had not too long ago, or was that a while ago? But yeah, because again, for purple stones and like the gold color, especially the vivid colors, I really like to see, you know, any potential color combinations or just playing around with it. But yeah, Royal Zambaran and the yellow diamond Wonder Ring, you know, could be potentially a very fantastic color pairing. But we will be getting to our Zambaran next, as it is the one that I have. So 1888 on this one, let me know. And then moving right along, we do have our fabulous Royal Zambaran. Again, going back to some more of these simple styles. I know some people just want a single halo and just be done with it, but it's always fun seeing what else, you know, other, I guess, brains around the world have thought up and created. This is brand new today. This is 1121986. This is our Royal Zambaran, color shifting. So unlike the color change diaspore, this one is a color shifting garnet. So as you know, have it on your hand throughout the day, you know, whether you're inside, outside, driving, wherever, the colors will ever so slightly shift throughout the several colors that you can see right here. So again, yet another stone that had its own little time period of being a very heavily requested and popular stone. So since then, you know, they've trickled here and there, but I'm glad to always bring, you know, more options here. This is our 442 center stone. So again, not a teeny tiny little piece, not overwhelmingly large, as we did have a few of those larger style stones, but it's definitely the middle size, the perfect Goldilocks size, I would even say, and definitely daily wearable. And as I was, you know, talking about earlier, if you really wanted to stack this with, let's say, the yellow diamond Wonder Ring, I would say absolutely go ahead and please send me a picture if you do. Currently in the yellow gold, if you wanted to change it, again, I would probably leave it like it is in the yellow gold, but if you wanted it in the white gold or even the rose gold, the option is there for you. And diamonds, let's talk diamonds. As you can see, we have some steps of diamonds leading up from the band into the stone itself. And of the diamonds, we do have 11 points total weight. So even though they are smaller stones, they are still that fabulous VS quality, VS clarity, and they still sparkle and shine like no other. So this piece was supposed to be $29.99, and that's, you know, great where it started. But we are not going to be leaving it there or even make it $19.99 on a piece like this. This is what it looks like. I mean, I just turned it and look at what is happening there. In case you're ever curious as to, you know, what colors this shifts to, you can kind of see there's those fuchsia flashes, and of course those bright red flashes, and also hot pink flashes here and there. So definitely kind of like a 3-in-1 kind of stone. So definitely a very fun piece to have. You know, doesn't necessarily change colors into like a purple or a blue or, you know, green or anything, but, you know, just having it shift to different colors throughout the day is also very fun to have, because you might not know what you might end up with when you look down at your hand periodically throughout the day. And this is not going to be $19.99. This is what it looks like from the side, as I was distracted there, but yeah, you can see here the kind of the 3 steps you can walk up leading into your stone here. The fantastic basket on this, and then at the top there you can kind of see kind of like a hidden hearts motif as well, leading into the back of the piece itself. We have kind of an under gallery style there, so again, true to size on this one, not overwhelmingly large and not teeny tiny. Not going to be $19.99 or even $1,599 here today. This is what it looks like on the hand. So here we have it. You know, all of the different variety of colors dancing throughout this piece, kind of like it's having its own little fireworks show. This is what it looks like from the side here, so you can kind of get a better perspective from what it looks like from afar, with the steps leading into your center stone itself, and loving all of the, you know, I guess a confetti of colors, you could almost call it, happening within a piece like this. And it is not going to be $15.99 if you would like this. Let's go back up close. And call me quickly, because again, a stone that was once upon a time so popular that, you know, we were kind of in a drought of royals and barns for a while after. But if you like this, we'll make it $1,299, and that will be it. So $12.99, let me know. Also, call me on that platinum aqua pendant. That platinum aqua pendant is still hanging out as we speak. And aqua is a very, I would say, a very interesting color, because the aquamarine is, you know, blue. For me at least, the blue makes me think of, you know, winter time and, you know, how cold it is. But it also makes me think of the summertime because of, I guess, swimming pools. So I guess it's a year-round kind of stone. I don't know if people actually do that, like seasonal stones or like year-round stones. But we do have the aqua pendants, so might be verifying on that as we speak. Mahangi pink spinel in the signature mounting, I believe, is still here. Our double flowers with the cat's eyes, also still here. And of course, this fabulous black opal, also still hanging out as we speak. So let me know on any requests. The backside of the pink spinel. Of course, we were just talking about that piece. So let's bring back the pink spinel, actually, the Mahangi pink spinel. Someone just wanted to see the backside of it. So here we go. That one was here not too long ago. This was 1120763. This was the backside of the Mahangi pink spinel. So again, our signature mountings, they typically have a under gallery to them. So again, makes it comfortable to wear on the hand, but that doesn't mean that, you know, we can't size it. We'll again remake the entire mounting into your choice of gold color and ring size, so that we don't have to lose the fun little design that's happening on the back side. So you don't have to, you know, we're not just gonna take out the gold and be like, oh, sorry, you can't have the under gallery now that you want it in a size that's not a size 6.5. But we'll just remake the entire piece for you. So again, even though it is a design that we have quite often, you know, doesn't mean that it's not custom made still. So let me know, in case anyone's just tuning in and sees the backside of the ring. This is what it looks like from the front. So this was our little Mahangi pink spinel signature mounting. In case they also wanted to see it from the side, this is what it looks like. So you kind of have the stone and the halo resting onto the band itself, and the band, as you can see, is kind of a domed style, so very nice to have that. It's not just, you know, a flat little band on your hand, which no problem with that either, but just nice that we went above and beyond with a design as simple and as popular as the signature mounting. And one more look at it from the front, as I can also try it on the hand as well. Can't show you the underside of the ring when it's on the hand, but here it is on the hand. So again, loving that neon color, $12.99 on this one. Not a teeny tiny little stone, but you can absolutely still see its presence on the hand from a distance away. This is what it looks like from the side, so you can kind of see there. The basket, the band, side of the ring, side of the stone. So here we have it, $12.99. So let me know, might be thinking about it. And again, this is a very nice size to get introduced into the world of Mahangi pink spinels. So has that hot pink color to it. You know, there's sometimes a variety of Mahangi pink spinels in terms of, you know, introducing a bit of the reds. I believe our largest by far, or currently largest Mahangi pink spinel, it tends to have a little bit more of the deeper pinks, almost even the reds. So if that's something that you're looking for, that's no problem. But personally speaking, if you really want to see like the ideal color, I would definitely consider this one, as it has it all. So $12.99, let's go back up close. And again, someone just wanted to see the back side of the ring. So yes, there is an under gallery on this piece. Comfortable to wear, and if you do get it, wear it often, hopefully, and wear it well. And also, speaking of $12.99, the Royals and Barn garnet also still hanging out for $12.99. It was shown in the yellow gold, but if you want to change it, maybe you're not a fan of the yellow gold, you want to change it to the white gold, just give us some time, we can do so for you. That is not a problem at all. Mandarin garnets also still here, coming up as well. Brazilian alexandrite. I will have to see. I don't know if someone's interested in a piece like this. But it is the one and only GIA certified piece that I have up here. So quite surprising, but let's go. So $12.99 again. Let me know on this piece. Maybe still have some last questions as we wrap this one up and move along to, I guess I'll have to show it, our Brazilian alexandrite. Now, recently I brought you a 20 karat pluser. Luckily, this one is not 20 carats plus. This one is a far more wearable size. So it's not another 20 karat, don't worry. It is a nice wearable size, fabulous color, and GIA certified, which is very important as well. So let me know if there's any more questions on this mounting or this piece or this stone or this, you know, anything, or if you want to see it on the hand again or what have you. But here we go, moving along from this one into our fabulous Brazilian alexandrite. This is 1122049. I was almost deceived by the color of the stone. I almost thought that it was a demontoid, but it is in fact our Brazilian alexandrite, our one and only GIA certified piece here of the day. And yes, 100% color change. Now we had our color change diaspores. Those were 100% color change. And sounds like Will is having a great time over there. So I wonder what he's talking about. But this is our 124 oval Brazilian alexandrite. And this one is in the platinum. I know it's kind of deceiving, but it is in our platinum, which again does not mean it has to stay in a size 6. If you don't wear a size 6, but you like this piece, we will be able to size it for you, no problem at all. And in this fun little design here, really loving the negative space so it doesn't look so overwhelmed with diamonds and platinum. But in the diamonds itself, we have a nice 85 points just to accent the design and to give it a little bit of a sparkle factor as it is sitting on your hand. And a piece like this, this is a price that I am very well familiar with. It started at $99.99, but we are not going to be leaving it at $99.99. And this is also GIA certified, as I will show you the certificate in a few short moments. But in the meantime, this is also what it looks like from the side. So again, still that fabulous green color. Again, I don't know what in my brain thought, you know, demontoid, but it really just gave me the idea of, hey, this could be a demontoid, but no, it is that alexandrite. And alexandrites also, I know you're probably sick and tired of hearing me talk about it by now, but they also do come in a slight variety of colors, which is very nice to see. So this one is more of, I would say, like a vivid green, but there are some stones that have a little bit more of a bluish undertone to it. This one is definitely more of the warmer colors. So again, nice to have a variety of, you know, even alexandrite colors provided by Mother Nature herself. This is the GIA certificate that will come with. So at the bottom panel you see there, they were nice enough to photograph the stone in its usual lighting, and then on the right side there, as it looks purple, you can see what it will look like under incandescent lighting, which if you don't have an incandescent, I guess, light source in your house, you can probably always look for a incandescent flashlight online and experience this color change in person. This is the center and top portion of it, so it has all of the information, carat weights, measurements, and the color. It is green, changing to a grayish purple, and very important, the geographic origin you can see on the right side there, Brazil. And also, any comments are written in the center portion there. So this is the GIA report that will come with the stone itself. So this is only for the stone, but it will come with, so very important. And let's go back to our piece. As we take another look at it, we are not going to do $99.99 for it, even though a piece like this probably deserves it. This is what it looks like on the hand, and it is currently a size 6. I'm very surprised I can fit on a size 6 currently. Must be cold enough in here. But this is what it looks like. Again, I did mention the negative space happening between the design earlier. Really loving how it translates into the view on the hand. As you know, when you get these pieces in person, hopefully you're not putting it on your own little wheel if you have a wheel and just watching it spin. But you are having these pieces you know, be put on your hand so you can really, you know, just wear it, take it out and wear it. But yeah, this is the perfect, you know, I guess, view of this ring on the hand so that you can really get to appreciate the design itself. This is what it looks like from the side. So aside from, you know, the basket, it's not high off the hand at all. And it's a modest size of a carat 24 in the alexandrite right there. Loving how the green is still visible. And I unfortunately don't have a actual picture of the color change, but again, the cert is where that helps us, you know, envision the color that it does change into. So I'm not just, you know, oh yeah, this stone changes color, I'm just saying that. But you know, you actually have the GIA certificate to back that up. This is not going to be $99.99. Again, if you like it, alexandrites, I feel like a broken record at this point, but it is yet another stone that has been increasing in popularity. Now, the requests might be for, you know, an icier, bluish, greenish color. But this one, the color is as open as can be. And of course, that design we haven't get to see, you know, with a stone like this before. If you would like it, we'll make it $5,999 to the very first caller on this one. And this one is GIA certified, so once it is gone for good. So let me know on this one. If you want another alexandrite, maybe you're not a fan of this one for whatever reason, that's also no problem at all. We can always check in the back, see what we might have. And again, typically what I guess I'm used to in terms of the alexandrite color is the more deeper, slightly bluish, greenish color. So seeing something like this, I think that is what threw me off, is I haven't seen an alexandrite of this, you know, crisp, vivid green color before. So maybe that's what, you know, threw me off. But this one is here, $59.99. It is in the platinum, keep that in mind. And again, carat 24 center stone, GIA certified. If you want to see the cert again, I can always bring it back. But on the cert, it does clearly give you a visual of the color that it changes to, which is that they called it a grayish purple, but to me it just looked purple. So, GIA can be kind of strict with in terms of, grading and naming. So we'll take it for a grayish purple, but it's still purple nonetheless. And $59.99, let me know on this fabulous piece. It is the one and only GIA certified piece that I have today. So very nice to have that. If you want to see any other pieces, you can always check in the back. And I think it is time we move on into our next designer piece. This next piece is a very fun piece, a very colorful piece, and it's a very unique style. It is kind of a circle of, I don't know if they call it a circle of life or circle of love style pendant, the circular pendant style, but this one has a little bit of a different take on that in terms of the size and also the style. So this one actually does have a bail. It is not a hidden bail, but it is a very visible bail. So let me know on this alexandrite. Again, write down those item numbers, take your screenshots or take your screen recordings, and we will be moving along very shortly. If you need to see it on the hand again, I'll be more than happy to bring it back, but this one will be moving aside for the time being. And did we answer all the questions on the Mahangi pink spinel? I believe we did, so that's great. Don't know if it's still here, but Mahangi pink spinel, $12.99, so let me know on that one. Moving along, so temporary goodbye to Mr. Alexandrite. As we move along into this fabulous piece right here, this is 1121738. As you can see here, definitely a fun array of all of the colors you could imagine. So beautifully set, where it's like the transition of colors is just seamless. And just the cut of the stones itself as well, as you can see as it's trying to escape my grasp here. It is reflecting the light, and just this is a very shiny piece overall. This is our 14 karat white and yellow gold. So the bail itself is in the white gold. Everything else is in the yellow gold, and I'll turn it around so you can kind of get a better look at it. But yes, I guess, thank you, pendant. Yeah, this is a better look at it. Of all of the multicolored sapphires, we do have 345 total weights of all of these stones. So again, not a teeny tiny little piece whatsoever, but definitely a fun piece that you really want to, have that presence on your neckline so that everyone who, sees you can also just ooh and ah at your pendant. And last but not least, we do have the diamonds in the bail there. So in the bail, 11 points of the diamonds. Loving how the bail is not so large, not so small. Perfect in terms of proportion relative to everything else. Hello, Cheryl. Happy Friday. Thank you for watching. And thank you to all of our Facebook, YouTube, and website watchers. I unfortunately can't split the screen into 3, but I do have YouTube and Facebook up here with me. So it's kind of like I'm back on Facebook. But yeah, 11 points of the diamonds on this one. And this piece was supposed to be $29.99, which is a very impressive starting price considering everything that is happening in this piece. And in case you're wondering, what's the catch with this piece? I personally am a person who likes to fidget a lot. When I'm wearing my studs, I typically tend to, twist and twirl them as it's, as I'm sitting in traffic, waiting to go home. But for a piece like this, it really speaks to me because as we take it to the hand here, it actually can move. So the bail is not just set in place, you can actually move it. So as you can see, I moved it, so now it's not, the blues at the bail, it's actually the reds and oranges. And if I wanted to move it just a little bit more, here we have it. So it is a surprisingly but very fun, unique style, not only in terms of the colors of the stones all match to perfection, but also in terms of if you are also, I don't know if that's a bad thing to be fidgety, but I probably, if I had this, I would be playing with it all day. But that is the other part to this pendant that, just really spoke to me. It's a really fun piece. It's not just, you know, stuck like this. If you wanted to move it around, have the blues on the side or at the top, or where have you, you can always just make your adjustments. So it's a very nice little piece, and it's not going to be $29.99 or even $19.99 on this one here today. Again, do keep in mind it just has to stay like it is in the gold color, but the one choice you make is whether or not you like a piece like this. And let's also take it over to the neckline here. So as you can see, all of the colors are still just as vivid and bright, and even against fabric, it has all of the colors you could think about, so it's not going to blend in. I'm wearing a very vivid red today, and it's not like the entire piece just poof disappears into the rest of my shirt, but having the other colors there definitely helps with keeping this piece with a large presence wherever you're wearing it, however you're wearing it. And it's not going to be $19.99. Let's go back up close and then one last look at it. And one color only if you would like this one. Again, I know it's a very fun piece. I think it's definitely year-round, or if you have an artist in your life, this also reminds me of the color picker, the color palette that you would see in, like, let's say Photoshop, my favorite program. Staring at a lot of Photoshop this past week, uploading photos into our lovely system, so it's definitely been my best friend as of this past week. But we're not going to do $19.99 on this one. If you like it, very first caller can grab it. $1,499 on this fabulous piece. And I know I didn't go over all the colors, but I probably should. It has that, the royal blues. It honestly, just to sum it up, it has all of the colors you could probably imagine in terms of sapphires. But let's just list off a few. So we have our royal blues leading into our cornflower blues, into our vivid violets, and then leading into this color that almost reminds me of like Burma spinels. We have a few in the back, or it could also remind me of, the royals and barn colors. You got those hot pinks at the top there, leading into our fiery reds, and then into our oranges. And then there's like a few stones in there where it kind of gives me like a Patparasha-y vibe, so there's also that. And then continuing throughout the oranges, leading into our golden yellows, and then our sunshine, our sunlight colored yellows, and then into the teals even, and then back into the greens we go. And that is the complete circle of fabulous multicolored sapphires in this one entire piece for only $14.99. And again, if you needed another perspective of it against the hand, here it is. So definitely not a small piece, as relative to my finger here. If this was a ring, it would be overlapping my adjacent finger. So again, not a teeny tiny little piece whatsoever, but again, loving how you can just like spin it. So I'm trying to look at it through the screen here, but as you can like spin it. So again, it's a fun little piece for only $14.99 here today. And again, pair it with whichever chain you might have. Again, if you need any measurements, I can be more than happy to get those for you. But this entire pendant is $14.99. So let me know on this one, and let's go back up close for yet another look at this piece. Again, this piece, loving how it also has a very obvious contrast in terms of the way stones are cut. As you can see in the bail there, we have our brilliance cut round white diamonds. And then, they each have their own version of like sparkle and shine. But it's very nice to see like a visual comparison in one piece of the two. Again, they're not like fighting with each other. They complement each other perfectly fine, to the point where, it's a very cohesive piece, and you can still, appreciate how the different facets work under different light sources, different light intensities, and how, it reads different. So overall, just a very fun piece to be had. So here it is, $14.99 again, one caller only. A bit of a different designer piece, but still a designer piece nonetheless. And speaking of designer, I think it's time we go right back into our fabulous designer pieces. And I didn't show it from this angle, but here's what it looks like from the side. So as you can see there with the baguettes of the multicolored sapphires, not a single prong to be seen. and then that means it won't catch on, you know, your clothing or hair or whatever. So a very smart way of setting these stones as well to, you know, keep it uniform and don't have, you know, any prongs interfering with, you know, the stones itself. So and overall, a very fabulous piece. And let me just grab it one more time, show you what it looks like properly. So here it is, $14.99 on this fabulous piece. And we will move right along into, I guess, we'll go back into our designer's headquarters, and we will continue with a fabulous green tourmaline designer ring, continuing with the platinum and 18 karat yellow gold. So let me know on this one. Again, I know it's a rather fun piece, so maybe not everyone's cup of tea, but here we have it, $14.99. Moving this one aside, we do have this very unique green tourmaline. This one is with the platinum and 18 karat yellow gold. And you might be wondering, that's just a regular, you know, emerald cut maybe green tourmaline. But as I zoom in, you can see there, it is not an emerald cut green tourmaline. It deceived you. There's actually a little bit of a something happening towards one side of this piece here. This is kind of like a pentagon style cut. Again, it's not the traditional pentagon shape that we're so used to, but it is, you know, a little bit elongated. This is our carat 79 fancy cut green tourmaline. And yes, platinum and 18 karat yellow gold. Item number 2169. So moving well into the 112s as we go along from day to day, week to week, month to month. Kind of scary to think about. But 41 points of the white diamonds, and this piece really reminds me of two pieces that we've had previously. One of which was a trillionth cut, and I don't remember if it was a pink tourmaline or if it was a sapphire, but it had this similar design where it was a primarily platinum, you know, I guess slab. And then it had like a wave of gold just wrapping around it, and it also created this very similar look as to playing off of the reflection of the gold and metals from each other, creating this very interesting like illusion. So again, a very interesting piece, definitely very designer. And this piece was supposed to be $39.99, you know, skipping some previous discounts, but this was supposed to be $39.99. And as you know it, we're not going to be leaving it there. You know, this piece is definitely a lot to take in with all of the different size diamonds and, you know, the curvature of the 18 karat yellow gold there, and also the platinum just, you know, reflecting off of everything. A little bit overwhelming, I agree. But what's not going to be overwhelming is the price of this entire piece. And, you know, it might look, I mean, you don't have a size perspective on this piece currently, but as I try it on the hand in a few short moments, you will definitely get to see it. But here it is from the side, and actually also let me just angle it so slightly. Definitely some very fun flashes of colors coming through in this center stone as we speak. And just take a look at the back side of this. I mean, when it's sitting on the wheel and I'm looking down at it, all I see is the backside of this piece, which that is all platinum. So as you know it, this is going to be a rather weighty piece, but it is not going to, you know, weigh down your wallet. With this final price, it is going to be, and honestly, it's kind of surprising. So this is what it looks like from the other side. You can see the wisp, not really a wisp, the curve of the 18 karat yellow gold as it, you know, merges with the platinum there. Not even going to be $2,999 on this piece here today. Loving those green flashes coming through. And again, tourmaline's supposed to be typically a included stone. The fact that the crystal structure grows, ideally for emerald cuts kind of works against it, but this is a clean stone. And again, with those fabulous flashes of a little bit of a variety of greens and even blues coming through, as you can see right there. A very interesting piece. And again, fancy cut. This is what it looks like on the hand. And since it's such a non-conventional shape, what you can really do too is like wear it like this or even like flip it around. So unlike our pear shapes, or like our pear shapes, you can really wear it in two different ways. You can wear it like this with the yellow gold wave pointing outwards, or if you wanted to flip it around, you can also wear it like this. So really the option is yours. Again, that's just a nice little touch to a piece like this that just adds a little bit more fun to it. Really the option is yours. Here's what it looks like from the side. So I know it's not exactly, you know, a normal design. It's definitely super designer, and we are not going to do $29.99. If you like this one, very first caller only, we will do it for $1,999 on this fabulous piece. And yes, we will size it for you, whatever size you need. And let me actually flip it around one more time so I can show you what it looks like from the side, from the other side. But this is how I had it on the hand originally, and this is what it looks like from the other side originally. So here we have it, a very unique style, a perfect use of the 18K yellow gold and the platinum. You know, it gives it that dimension and doesn't just makes it look like some, you know, old mess of platinum and some diamonds sprinkled here and there, but in fact it gives you, you know, a different aspect to look at and appreciate. So this entire piece is $19.99, and again, this piece is definitely platinum heavy, so you will absolutely feel the weight of this piece on your hand. And let us go back up close. I'm going to try to show it like this, see if it'll sit. So here is yet a different perspective of this piece. I really don't know what to make out. Like I can't, like I want to say shell because of how it's reflecting in the lines it gives. Kind of reminds me of like a shell, but this is again a very unique design. Can't really, you know, classify it as like one specific thing, so that's like part of the beauty of it. But it is here for $19.99, so very first caller only as well, as are most of the pieces, if not all. Well, aside from the triple row DBTY bracelet, pretty much everything here, once it's gone, it is gone. So platinum aqua pendant still here, I believe, so let me know on that one. And yes, Caroline, I just saw your message. Yes, the colors in that sapphire pendant were so beautifully graduated. It's not like, you know, you can clearly see the two colors, you know, set side by side. It's so beautifully just blended, and I think that's really hard to do. Like finding two perfectly matching stones to put into, you know, a pair of earrings or even like the ring that we had at the very beginning, that is already pretty difficult. But to have to, you know, find stones to, you know, mix and match them in a way where they gradually change color into a different color of sapphire, that is just, you know, beyond impressive. So speaking of which, I believe that pendant is still here. So let me know if you need another look at that one. But again, you know, kudos to whoever was able to even find all of those stones so beautifully, you know, clean and clear. Sapphires, you know, can also become murky, and not a single stone in that pendant was murky. So that one was still here as well, $14.99, but this one is here, $19.99. Again, fabulous designer piece. And let me know. I know a lot of very unique styles here today, but usually like to mix it up a little bit, see what other people around the world have, you know, thought of and created, and this being one of them. So if you gave me this stone and he told me to, you know, design something with it, I 100% would probably have not ended up with this very unique design. So it's always nice to see, you know, how other people work creatively and, you know, what other creations they come up with. So $19.99 on this one. And in case you're not sick of it just yet, I do have yet another fabulous black opal. As you know, we are into the beginnings of October, and October being my birth month, and also black opal being my birthstone. I think it is a perfect match. So, well, tourmalines too, but you know, I clearly have a favorite here. But let us move along, continuing with the platinum train. So let me know on this one again. Take down those item numbers and screenshots. If you need to see it on the hand again, I can always bring it back. But let's move along into this fabulous piece right here. This is 1122040, and this is yet another platinum piece. And I am very much starting to really like the weightiness of platinum and how it feels on the hand. This is our fabulous piece, and this reminds me of one of our own pieces. And just looking at the size of the diamonds in that halo, you probably can tell which piece I'm thinking of, which I believe that piece is also still here. So if you've been thinking about it, like several of you have been, can't always bring it out, but yeah, we did have our own black opal piece with a huge diamond halo, and honestly, very overwhelming when you first see it, because it's like, how are these diamonds so large? You can easily take out the diamonds, you know, in the halo, make them into like very noticeable studs. I'm not talking about like second piercing studs, I'm talking about like primary piercing studs. And the same goes for the diamonds in this halo. But aside from the diamonds, let's talk about the black opal first. As you can see here, we have our carat 64 center stone with that primarily darker blue base color, and of course the fabulous speckles of bright neon green. And in fact, I actually did not get to see the reds and oranges and yellows that are showing up now on the screen, which is very surprising. But for this, when I first saw it in the back, it was just the greens. I didn't expect any other colors, which I was fine with, because I mean, just look at how neon those greens are. It's like someone dropped a bag of bright green confetti onto this stone, and here we are. But here we are. And of the diamonds, I did mention they are quite sizable stones, which they very much are. And they actually combined all of the carat weights. So aside from the rounds, we do have some baguette stones channel set into the side there, kind of just breaking up the halo itself, but doing so in a nice little subtle designer touch. But of all the diamonds we see here, total weight, we have a carat 19 total. So that by itself is also just a testament as to, you know, this is a carat 64 center stone. You don't expect for the halo itself around that center stone to be, you know, even remotely close to a carat, but here we are at over a carat, at a carat 19. So again, a very impressive piece overall. Are you thinking about this one? Do you like this one? Does someone out there like my black opals? This one started at $59.99, and this is what it looks like from the side. So here from this angle, you can really get to, I guess, appreciate more so the dark blue base color to really give the perfect backdrop to, oh, that's a big red flash. I did not see that at all. What a nice little surprise. But yeah, this is our black opal from the side. Again, the darker blue base color to provide you the perfect backdrop to really intensify, I guess you could say, the flashes of color in this piece. This is what it looks like from this back. So you can see, again, the dark blue base color of this stone. And into the other side here. And those are some very interesting hot pink flashes coming through as well. If you would like this one, we'll do it $2,999 to the very first caller, as we do have a few people thinking about this one actually. So again, it's a nice little, you know, again, designer touch in terms of the diamond halo, but $29.99 this one is going to be. And before I forget, this is also what it looks like on the hand. So being platinum, it is definitely a weightier piece, but loving how you know, the baguette diamonds, they really appear even brighter actually on the hand. It kind of provides the perfect transition, the smooth transition from, you know, the round, brilliant white diamonds leading into the band itself too, as, you know, again, with the different cuttings and how the light hits the facets, it gives it a different effect. But that is a lot of reds dancing throughout the stone. Here's what it looks like from the sides. As you can see here, you know, the diamonds are still very clearly of a very large size, as you can see. But $29.99 on this one, and I might have to bring back the other one as well, just to show you how, you know, the wide varieties that opals can be. So $29.99 on this one, but again, really loving the presence of the diamonds especially. So let's go back up close on this one. And this one is also not my size, but it is a little too large. So here we have it. Let me actually flip the piece around, see what other colors we can discover. So yeah, right there, those red flashes coming through. Definitely did not see that earlier in the day. So a pleasant little surprise, I guess, for more so for me, but for everyone. $29.99 on this one. And the one we had earlier was also $29.99. So again, just wanted to bring it back for, I guess, a quick little comparison. So both of these pieces were in the platinum. So again, just giving you a quick little look into the wide variety that opals can be and bring you. And again, typically with the red flashes, they are more rare in opals. So, you know, ultimately it is up to you, whichever style you like, whichever, you know, I guess, color pattern you like. If you were to ask me, I'd say take both of them. But yeah, here are the two we have. $29.99, essentially your choice of. Both of these are in the platinum. And then this one right here, as I'm holding it, we had it very early in the show in case you missed it. And this one, of course, we just had it right here. But yes, this one was 2037. It was our carat 36, so a slightly smaller stone. But again, it is because of all of the reds that are coming through in a piece like this. That makes it $29.99. And again, both have this single halo kind of style, but ever so slightly different. So really, the choice is yours. But for both of these, definitely daily wearable. You won't have to worry about, you know, will it work with this fit, or maybe it's too much for today, or, you know, maybe you like to keep it on the down low. These two are definitely, you know, not like the green tourmaline that we had earlier, where it's like kind of crazy, but crazy in a good way. But these two are here, $29.99, basically your choice of. And speaking of your choice of, not quite your choice of, but we had our two largest color change diaspores, the emerald cut 13 karat plus, and our oval at 16 karat plus. So if you need to see those two again, thought I'd just bring out the two largest color change diaspores that we have in our inventory, and just see if we have any Turkish diaspore lovers out there, or even any collectors. And again, those two were our largest. Haven't seen any since then that even come close in terms of size for those two. So let me know. And again, requests are welcome. If you have a request for, let's say, tomorrow, the day after, or even next week, we can always help you out. Just call us at that number on the screen and let me know. Emeralds, I do have a pair of emerald earrings, but they are in the floral style and actually written on, or not even written, but like these emeralds in the system are also listed as muso, so that's just a heads up. That is our floral emerald earrings. And we also have a single emerald ring. That one is actually certified, so not by GIA, it is certified by the GRS. It is one of the best emeralds that we have. It is truly one of the too good to be true type of emeralds. And let me also try these two on the hand before I forget. So in case you wanted a perspective in terms of size on the hand, here are the two that we have right here. And I have to say this one thing, but this one right here, the camera is really not doing it any justice. Like when I picked it up, there was so much more to it that I can't show you for very obvious reasons because we don't have a mobile camera. But yeah, this one, the camera and the lights are definitely not doing it any justice, but here are the two on the hand again. This one more so has the bright green, neon green even flashes, and this one definitely has more of the reds, but also a lot of the other colors coming through here and there. $29.99 your choice of for these two. Let us go back up close. Yeah, this one, it's it's really not doing it any justice on the screen here right now, but it is what it is. You really just gotta pick it up and see what it is in person. So here are the two again. And I think it's time we bring out the Colombian emerald ring. Not too long ago, I had brought out a kind of a more squared style, kind of look like an Asher cut, kind of like an emerald cut. But that one was also GRS certified. Here I am bringing you a square cushion. Hello, Ginger. Just tuning in. Hello, hello. Welcome to Friday. Winding down the week into the weekend. But coming up, we have that GRS certified Colombian emerald. In case you're looking for a really good emerald, almost too good to be true, that one is coming up. And speaking of certified, the only other certified piece I have, hello Ginger. The only other certified piece I have here today is our GIA certified Brazilian alexandrite, which I will, I guess, move over here for a quick little reminder. So again, this one we had earlier today. Our only other certified piece that I have here, but this one's by the GIA. Brazilian alexandrite, $59.99 on this one, 112-2049 in case you missed it. Platinum on this. Has to stay like it is in the platinum, but does not have to stay like it is in the ring size. And let me also just bring up the certificate again. So it is GIA certified, as it's very important. So again, here is the certificates. At the bottom there, you can see the color change. So here's another look at the GIA cert, in case you missed it earlier. But this is the color. So as you can see on the left side there, it is the color that you see currently, and then on the right side, it is what the stone will look like under incandescent lighting. So very important to have this documentation. And then again, all the information, the carat weights, dimensions, and any comments throughout the rest of the certificate itself. Green changing to grayish purple, and geographic origin, Brazil. So again, very, I'd say for an alexandrite especially, I think out of everything that we've had here, I think alexandrites is the one stone, aside from like the usual diamond pieces, that has the most certificates that accompany it. So I'll have to double check on that, but I think that is the case. So didn't really think about it before, but here we have it. Let's go back to the wheel, and this is the piece, and of course I will try it on in a few short moments again, but this is again more of the, I guess, like the grassy green colors. You know, some people prefer the icy blue undertones, but this is more of the warmer greens. And this is also what it looks like on the hand, in case you missed it earlier. Again, this perspective really does it more justice in terms of, you know, more giving it a higher contrast in terms of, you know, the negative spacing that is happening with the shadows. So $59.99 on this fabulous alexandrite. And let us go back up close. Before we move on to yet another green stone, and that green stone being Colombian emerald. Emerald is yet another stone which I am highly picky about. If I don't like it, I will not touch it. But this one I like very much. So it is here today. And speaking of stones I'm very picky with, we also had a ruby earlier. It is a emerald cut ruby, 206 private collection. So emerald cut again with rubies is kind of like a gamble, because rubies, you know, they're usually more included, and then emerald cuts, if you know there's anything in the stone, you can very obviously see it. But this one worked out really well for this specific 206. So if you need another look at that one, I can also bring it back. But in the meantime, let us move along. So a tentative goodbye again to Mr. Alexandrite, but we will be moving along into this fabulous Colombian emerald. This is 1110714. So you know it's been here for quite a while, and in fact a couple of years at this point. But this again is one of the best. And in fact, this one was part of the same parcel as, I'm not sure if it was the same parcel, but it was part of the same bunch as the Asher cut / emerald cut that I mentioned earlier, but also this pear shape that was here once upon a time. But yeah, the three of these stones are truly too good to be true. And I am so glad that this one is here. But hello everyone again. Thank you for being here with me. My name is Joyce. And yet another hour has gone by. So if you have any requests, those are always welcome. And if you're just tuning in, hello. We've had a lot of designer pieces here today, switching between designer pieces and some of our own pieces, so you're not overwhelmed. But definitely had a lot of fun here so far, and still a lot more to be shown. So hope you'll stick with me. And again, if you have any requests, those are always welcome. If you want to stick with the more traditional, we can always check in the back. And it doesn't have to be today either. If you're on the move, we can always schedule it for tomorrow or Sunday or Monday. So just let us know, and let's get right back into it with our Colombian emerald for today. This is our fabulous 3-stone style. And I know with a wide audience, there's always a wide, I guess, range of preferences. Some people might prefer to have, you know, like 3 carats of accent stones around it. Some people might prefer to have maybe just a single halo. But for this specific stone, we opted to go for a 3-stone style, which I actually really like because that gives it more flexibility in terms of being able to pair it with other rings, again with the stacking. With the yellow diamond wonder rings, that is also an option. So that's just, you know, a slight differences in terms of the style. Of course, if it has like, you know, 3 halos of diamonds already set there and ready to go, then you're all set to go. But if you're one who likes to, you know, experiment and like see what else you have in your collection from us, from someone else, no problem. You can always just play around with. I think jewelry is something that's supposed to be fun. You wear it and you're happy and you feel good about wearing it. You want to just, you know, kind of show off a little bit here and there. But yeah, here we have it, our 280 center stone and 18 karat yellow gold. So again, very important stone, calls for an upgrade in terms of the gold purity. And let me also do this one thing, and that is zoom all the way into the stone right here. Really have to see and appreciate the glow and fire that has come through within this stone. And again, I've seen emeralds here and there that have absolutely no life to them. Now, I'm not saying that this stone is perfectly clean. As you can see, there are still, you know, touches of Mother Nature within the stone, but it is not a hazy stone. It is not, you know, off color. It doesn't look like, you know, a piece of glass that you picked up from outside on the sidewalk. This is truly one of the best Colombian emeralds you have ever seen. I can grant you that. But the thing with this one is that it is actually within reach of being sent home to you. Starting with $29,999, you know, that's a starting price, as is customary here. But we are not going to be leaving it there, as you well know. And there's actually been a slight decline in terms of the 3-stone styles that I've seen around here. So always happy to bring this style back too. It's one of my favorite, as I like simple, and this one is simple. This is what it looks like from the side. I forgot to mention there's 2 massive yellow diamonds, pear shapes on either side of this. 70 points total weight, in fact, so about 35 points per stone if we were to cut it evenly, but here we have it. I mean, you can easily just, you know, take this piece, keep the stone maybe, melt down the gold, and then, you know, create 2 other yellow diamond rings, you know, out of this entire piece. So you could essentially, if you were to take this apart, create like 3 different rings with it, with just the stones in this piece. So definitely not a small stone to be overlooked. Let me actually zoom back a little bit more. Getting a little zoom happy with our emeralds here. I'm just really happy with the quality of this one. And this is what it looks like from the back side. So again, mirror finished gold on the inside throughout. So very comfortable to wear. That deep saturated green color of the emerald. And of course, you know, if there were massive inclusions in it, you would see it as clear as day, but here it is again. A great perspective, a great view of the backside of the stones so that you can see any, you know, dark spots in it, which, you know, nothing. You can see some inclusions here and there, which is perfectly fine. Doesn't mess with, you know, the overall fiery glow of this piece that it very obviously has right here. $29,999. We are not going to leave it there. And if I were to take off $10,000, that'll bring us to $19,999, which I'm also not going to be leaving it there. And this is what it looks like on the hand. So currently yellow gold has to stay like it is in the yellow gold. With the sizes of the pear-shaped yellow diamonds, it ends right where your fingers meet. So again, a very, honestly, such a good look. And just imagine stacking it with other rings. Doesn't have to be with the Wonder Ring. If you have like maybe a band ring you want to stack it with, be my guest. And here, I mean, just even from this angle, just look at all of the glow and flash that is coming through in that emerald. If this was just some regular old emerald, you know, not from the private collection, I don't think it would be doing this. This is what it looks like from the side, 18 karat yellow gold here. And it's not going to be $19,999. I also have to show you the cert, so let's put this guy back down on the wheel here. Again, I really just want to hold it up into the camera so you can really see the stone like directly into the middle of the stone and just see how it's just such a glowy piece. It's so full of life. And here is also the certificate that will come with. So it's in this own little sleeve here. You have the carat weight, the dimensions, the cut, the shape, the color, and insignificant treatment on this one. 1 natural emerald, 1 faceted gemstone. So again, very much like the GIA cert that we had, this cert is for the stone itself, and on the back side, Colombia. So this is our Colombian emerald, and here we have it. And $19,999. We're not going to leave it there. Again, this emerald could easily have been fresh out of the museum, but here it is, and it's not going to be 19. Let's do it for the very first caller if you would like this one. Again, I know it's not a inexpensive piece, but you really got to understand that the quality of this emerald is unlike we've had it here before. So keep that in mind, and this one is going to be $12,999 for only 1 caller. And honestly, as well, if you're a collector, you know, emeralds, we have them basically every single show, but we don't have anything that's quite like this in this size as well, almost 3 carats. And again, with those 2 perfectly matching yellow diamonds on either side, this is just a spectacular piece to behold. And if this piece doesn't go, I wouldn't be surprised if it got taken apart, or if it, you know, got, you know, donated to a museum somewhere so they can really see the best of the Colombian emerald. But here it is, as an opportunity for only 1 person out there. If you would like to collect the ultimate emerald, it is here for $12,999. And also had the ruby from earlier in the show. If you wanted another look at that, I can also bring it here. Aquamarine pendant in the platinum, I believe, is also still hanging out here. The double cat's eye floral piece, I think, is also still here, so I think I have to recap that one in case you're joining us late. We had a cat's eye chrysoberyl and alexandrite in a floral style ring. Again, we are now in the fall season. I don't really think that, or again, I don't know much about flowers, but if you want to have flowers to wear throughout year round, to have it on your hand in a fabulous piece of jewelry would be a great way to go about with it. But I'll be recapping that one next. Mahangi pink spinel in the signature mounting. Had a few questions on that one. Don't know if it's gone, so you'll have to call in and ask your operators. And I did bring the triple row DBTY bracelet earlier today as a, had a few questions on that one, so I'm glad that we were able to get those answered, but that one is here for sale, so if you wanted to pick one up, it's not limited to, you know, the requester, but if you wanted to experience our VS diamonds, a bracelet, you know, studs, earrings would also be a great way to go about with that, or even our diamond band rings. We do a several versions of our band rings. There's that one very specific band ring that I really like that has the, I would say, the perfectly sized diamonds that appear on your hand perfectly, and you can wear it on whichever finger you like. I think the carat weight was 74 points total weight, so I'll have to check on that, but that one is by far my favorite band ring. And anything else, let me know as well. And again, it doesn't have to be for today. You know, if you're on the go, as Friday is the day to have fun, to relax, wind down from the work week. Yeah, so let me know. And again, fancy cuts, pink tourmaline, very fancy cut actually. That one is also still hanging out if you need another quick little flash. Let me actually revisit the pink tourmaline first, and then we'll go to the cat's eye flower ring. So let me just give that a little bit of a polish, and then we will move our emerald aside. So take down those item numbers, take your screenshots, and we'll be moving right along and then back into, yeah, I'm gonna have to zoom back again. But here we had it earlier in today's show, in case you missed it. This is our very fancy cut pink tourmaline ring, 18 karat yellow gold on this one. And $24.99 was the final price on this fabulous piece. It does have to say like it is in the 18 karat yellow gold. It's a $9.59 fancy cut pink tourmaline. Again, I have never seen a stone cut like this before, but it still maintains that, you know, the gemmy quality that you really want to see. It doesn't look, you know, like fake or plastic, you know. It still has that, like, this is a legitimate, real, and fabulous gemstone that you can wear and enjoy on the daily. And it is a designer style, but it is it's more tame than the other ones that we've had for the past couple of hours. So this one, even though it is also, you know, asymmetrical, you can also, you know, flip it and turn it and wear it however you want. So nice to have that option there as well. This is what it looks like on the hand. So again, it is not a small piece at all whatsoever. So keep that in mind. And just having those couple of diamonds just, you know, set there, scattered throughout this entire piece, really just, you know, finishes this entire piece and puts it together in this one very beautifully put together look. So $24.99 on this one. Again, lots of gold on this as well. So if you were to, again, get this piece, melt it down, keep the stone, you know, use the gold to make whatever. Have a few diamonds here and there. That's also perfectly fine. I'm just going to flip it around so you can see what it looks like from the other way. You know, it's not exactly a pear shape, but it's definitely a more of a fancy cut that you can wear a few different ways, or I guess 2 different ways. So here again, this is the other side. So the stone itself is flat, mostly flat on the front. And then all of the little designs, I guess you could call it a design, that you see within the stone, they actually happen from the back side of the stone. So I can also show that again as I put it down on the wheel in a couple of moments. But again, just really appreciate the size of the stone, the fancy cut, and of course the design of this one. And let's go back up close. And I'll try to see how good it's behaving right now. So as you can see, the light kind of just reflecting off of it. It is flat on the front, so you can see there, that's one facet. And then the other is happening on the other side, but this by itself is flat in the front. And then here in the back side is where all of the magic happens. So as you can see there, it's so perfectly and uniquely cut so that you can appreciate it from the back side, and you don't have to worry about, you know, any part of the stone catching on anything because the front is flat. So it's a very nice way of designing the cut of a stone that I would have never imagined. So here we are again back to the front, and wear it however you will, but this is again a very unique asymmetrical style for $24.99. And moving along to yet another piece that is to be recapped. We do have our cat's eye in our double flower look. So as we zoom in here, again, we had quite of a large ring just now, but here we have 1122168. This was our very first item of the day for only $9.99. This one is also a designer piece. It is, again, a more tame in terms of the design. It really gives you that, you know, double stacked look. It looks like, you know, you stack together a floral cat's eye alexandrite ring and then a floral cat's eye crystal beryl ring into one. But again, it's like two rings stacked together for you already and for the price of one. So $9.99 on this one, 18 karat white gold only. Loving how all of these stones are so perfectly matched and all of the cat's eyes are so perfectly visible. And I didn't touch on this earlier, but do you see how there's like blue coming through on the alexandrites? Now, if you're one who likes the blues in your alexandrites, well, these stones definitely do have them. And again, got the diamonds positioned so nicely in the band to really create a balance so that it's not just two large florals looking at you, but there's also two smaller florals in the form of diamonds set throughout the rest of the band. So it looks like, again, it's a very large look for only $9.99. This is, again, another look at it from the side with the cat's eyes. They are cabochon cut, so flat on the bottom and with the curve at the front. And then this is what it looks like from the back side. So again, truly like a double band, but merged into one essentially. And this is also what it looks like on the hand. So definitely not a small look at all, as you can see here. And it's not exactly like outright asymmetrical, but if you wanted to flip it, like I will do right now, if you wanted to flip it so you have, you know, the alexandrites on the outside, you can also do that. And I think anyone could wear this piece, you know, whether you wanted to gift it to, you know, a granddaughter, I think florals, or if you wanted to wear it for yourself, you can also do so. And this is what it looks like from the side, again with that stacked kind of look, but it is true to size on this one. And we will find out if anyone is going to be grabbing this, as again, I only have this one. Once it is gone, it is absolutely gone. And again, perfectly matching stones in this one. Let us go back up close for one more look at it. And here we have it. Again, I had to flip it around, but here it is, our one and only cat's eye crystal beryl / alexandrite ring in a floral design. Imperial topaz necklaces are still on the way if you want to see them earlier. I also do have them. Do have a brand new ring though, so this one has pink diamond accents. and we will be getting to that next. Really wanted to bring you Imperial Topaz, as after October is November, and it is November's birthstone. Though it is rare, it is even rarer that we have these with the pinkish tones to them. So that will be coming up next. Let me know on this one if you have, like, I feel like in the past couple of months we've had a lot of floral style rings. So maybe if you already have one and you want to like stack it or wear it on, you know, the other hand and wear it with this one, that would also be an option. But let me know on this one, $9.99. Also had a Mahangi pink spinel, $12.99. Again, not sure about that one, but hopefully it is gone. But again, your operators have all of the answers within the computer in front of them. So let me know. Again, $9.99 on this one. We still have that massive black opal ring coming up. Again, definitely not for everyone, but let me show this one again. Another quick little flash on the hand. This is definitely not a teeny tiny little piece. Again, with all of the diamonds, over 2 carats of diamonds. So this is also coming up, but again, not a small piece at all. Platinum, very heavy. But yeah, if you are interested in this one, do let me know, and I can always, you know, bring it up with all the graphics and information, and we can go from there. But let's go back to our wheel. Take one last look at our little but not so little cat's eye crystal beryl and alexandrites here. And we will be moving on to our Imperial Topaz in a few short moments. And again, I did mention we have a Imperial Topaz necklace. We have 2 actually. One of them I would say is more similar in terms of color to the one I'm about to bring you in a ring. The shape is a little bit different, but the overall color is very similar. So we've had a lot of rings. Very rarely are we able to bring you guys pendants. So I do have that one option coming up. And if you're not sick of it yet, I still have a few more black opals to be shown. One is in a very interesting design, and it is not the one I just flashed, but it is in the yellow gold. So maybe I'll have to do like a little black opal recap in a few short moments. But very excited to bring you the last, or almost the last one as well. This one is also the deep blue-greens. So very similar to the second one that we had, but I just really love the design of this one. So this will be coming up as well. Super unique design on that one. Gives me a kind of like a floral feel. So definitely a lot of florals here, as we can see with this one, and the opal that will be coming up. So let me know on this one, $9.99. Again, cat's eye phenomena, and then with the alexandrites, cat's eye and the color change. And in case you need a reference as to what color it changes to, I had a GIA certified Brazilian alexandrite not too long ago with the cert. So not exactly the exact same stone, but the color change is very similar, so always excited to have that. And let's move along into this fabulous Imperial Topaz. Do they need to see it? Alrighty. Speaking of Imperial Topaz, let's hold off on this one for a brief moment. We had a little request to show another Imperial Topaz actually, so let's remember this guy, and then we will move on to this one. This was also an Imperial Topaz. This is 1121711. This one is here by request actually, so thank you for calling. I believe this one might be already gone, so do not call on this one. Just wanted to give whoever got this one a quick little look. For who? Pamela. Thank you very much, Pamela. This one is the one that Pamela got, so do not call on this one. You can call on the cushion once I bring it back up here, but this one is gone. This is another quick look at it with all the graphics. It was $18.88, and really loving. I hope she kept it like it is in the gold color, because with the rose gold halo around it, it really works with, you know, the pinky undertones around the edge of the stone, as you can see there. This is a very unique stone, actually. It kind of gives me like an ombre look, where the center you can see more of those deep goldeny oranges color that we're so used to with Imperials. But then as it moves outwards towards the edge of the stone, you see a lot more of the pinks. And I think the pink diamonds and the pink or the rose gold halo definitely help with that one. So again, this one is gone, but just wanted to give it another quick little look here. So do not call on this one. This is what it looks like from the back. And again, the other side, and back to the front we go. This is also what it looks like on the hand. So one last look for Pamela. So congratulations on this one. I hope you love it and enjoy it. So again, also a very impressive double halo on this as well. Side profile, as you can see there. And this one is already gone. So thank you very much. Let's go to the wheel and we'll bring back the other one. Now this one definitely has a lot more of the pinks. As you can see here, this is 1121957. This is also with pink diamonds. However, this one only has pink diamonds. So hope you're okay with that. Not a single white diamond to be seen in this piece. Nothing but pink diamonds. Very thematic with the stone. Love that. 1.53 is your carat weight on the center stone there. And it is in the two-tone gold, white and rose gold. Does have to stay like it is. Would highly recommend we keep it like that. Again, with the balance of the rose gold and the white gold, it creates the perfect backdrops to not, you know, take away from the pink diamonds and also the center stone, but, you know, really works together with it. And 40 points of the pink diamonds, as you can see there, bezel set into, I guess, the bezel onto the band. So unlike the burnished diamonds, these are not set into the band. This is actually in its own little golden frame sitting on top of the band. So that just means more gold for you. Hope you're okay with that. And this was supposed to be $59.99. And we're not going to leave it at $59.99 on this one. Again, I just really got to talk about the color of the stone on this one. Definitely has a lot more of the pinks. In fact, I would say this is more so pink than the typical orange that we're used to. Again, you can see some of the orange trying to come through on the sides there as I, you know, move it from side to side. But you can see, again, primarily a lot of the pinks in this one. I think this is, again, another great angle to see, you know, the true color of the stone when it's reflecting off of the wheel. But yeah, here is our fabulous piece. This is what it looks like from the side there. So again, not loving how it moved out of the frame there, but loving how it really works with the rose gold to, you know, make it a continual look, as opposed to if it were in the white gold in terms of the prongs, and it'd be quite of a stark contrast and quite distracting. Here it is from the back side, and I actually had a few stones do this, but you can see from the back how it almost looks like it's split half and half, where one side looks more orange and the other side looks more pink. I've only seen this with this kind of Imperial topaz, so not sure if that's like specific to this, but it's a very fun, nice surprise to see in a stone as rare as this one is. Back to the other side, here we have the pink diamonds bezel set onto the band itself. So again, not burnished into the band, giving you a little bit more gold to accommodate with your pink diamonds. And this is not going to be $59.99, $49.99, or even $3,999. And again, just angling it downwards again so you can see a better perspective in terms of the true color of the stone. As you know, this isn't a bad look at all, but I really want you to see the true color of the stone itself. It's almost like a fabulous paparasha-y color with the mixtures of the oranges and the pinks. But here we have it, not going to be $39.99. This is what it looks like on the hand. Again, with a wider band style, I would say maybe middle finger or ring finger would look fabulous. But here we have it, and again, shimmery, shining pink diamonds set throughout the band there. This is what it looks like from the side. So again, not that high elevated off the hand at all. A fabulous look, and it's not going to be $39.99. If you would like this, and again, this is from that one singular parcel that they kind of tricked me with. They gave me, you know, a few of these stones, and they were like, guess what kind of stone this is? And I was like, I would have never guessed Imperial topaz, but here we are. You know, the ones with the goldeny, orangey colors are already, you know, rare enough. You know, even here we don't have that many of them. In fact, right now I think we only have one of them that is more of the goldeny colors. So to have one that's even better and to have one that introduces like the pinkish color to make it more rare and more desirable, that is just fantastic that we're able to bring it to you. And it is not going to be $39.99 if you like this one, very first caller only. Keep it like it is in the gold color, please, and we will make it $2,999 to the very first caller on this one. And again, if you've seen an Imperial topaz you liked before, you're still thinking about it, want another look at it, want to maybe compare it to, you know, maybe even this one, by all means, call us with an item number. That is the best way, again, to locate pieces within our system with item numbers. And then we can bring it out if we still have it, if it's still available, and then we can do comparisons, and then for you to finally pick one up, as this is also a truly very collectible stone. And again, prior to, you know, seeing it, you know, sometime this year, I've been at TVON for about 3 years at this point, and I would have never imagined that an Imperial topaz could even come in this color. So call me on this one, $29.99, and we will move right along in a few short moments. Star sapphire. I know that's the stone we all know and love, and also has been rather increasing in demand. So star sapphire also coming up if you need another look at that fabulous GRS certified Colombian emerald. I do have it off to the side here, or if you're into the Brazilian alexandrite, GIA certified, I also have that. Or if you want to look at the 2 carat plus or ruby, the 206, have that as well for another quick look. So let me know on anything that you've seen so far. Color change, diaspores, and you know what? There's this one piece. I don't think I'm going to give it a full presentation, but I thought I'd do a quick little flash on this piece, as these are beyond designer. You know what? They are earrings, and they kind of work with the Colombian emerald ring that I had earlier today, but these are earrings, and these have their own fair share of yellow diamonds in the design. So let me just grab these, put them together, and then we'll probably give them a quick little flash on the hand shot. These are some very definitely impressive emerald earrings. So the total weight on these earrings, you know, not giving it like a full presentation or anything, but just reading off some carat weights. 866 total weights of the emerald cut Colombian emeralds, as you can see there. And get ready for this. Of the yellow diamond pear shapes, we have 246 total weight. Yeah, from this distance, they probably look like fancy cut yellow diamonds, but they are 3 separate stones. But these are, again, like made for the red carpet. So again, if you're interested in these, again, not a teeny tiny little piece, but just a quick little look, and just to let you know that they are here. They are screwbacks. They are 18 karat yellow gold. So, you know, just a quick little flash on these, and we'll go back to our Imperial topaz. So thank you guys for looking at those with me. But, you know, these stones too, they were so clean. For the longest time, I didn't think that they were Colombian because of how clean they were, but very evidently they are Colombian, and they are here. So If you want to look at that one like close up with all the graphics, I can do so, but just wanted to let you guys know that that one is here. And then we also have Cat's Eye Indicolite in a designer mounting, designer style. Sorry if you guys are tired of all the designer styles, but this is a Cat's Eye Indicolite that is coming up. Yet another stone that has the cat's eye effect, in addition to the crystal beryl and alexandrite floral ring that we had early in today's show. Next up, we'll bring you a Cat's Eye Indicolite. Yet another stone, very much like this one, that I did not realize existed until a few short months ago. So happy that that is here. Has easily become one of my favorite stones, as it is an Indicolite, which means tourmaline, which means October's birthstone, which works out well for me. But we will be moving along to that one in a few short moments. So Call Me On This, again, has definitely a lot of that pinky color to it. Again, here, I can't hold it like this forever. I wish I could, but you can see at the ends of the stones where a lot of those golden orange colors definitely do come through, but absolutely a lot more of the pink in terms of this one. So Call Me On This one, $29.99, or if you need some time to think about it, again, write those item numbers down, add them to your wish list, and we can go from there. So moving this little guy aside, we do have next up our fabulous Cat's Eye Indicolite, and this one is 1120714, and this piece will not sit on its own. So I'll have to grab it here. So as you can see here, has that fabulous cat's eye. Again, loving the stone. Love how the color of the stone itself, it looks like blue raspberry kind of with a mix of green, like a little touch of green, but definitely has that primary blue indicolite color. This one is a 4-carat 20 center stone oval cat's eye indicolite. And like the other cat's eyes, this one is a cabochon cut, so it is flat on the bottom with the dome at the front. And this one has a rather impressive diamond weight as well, with 247 of all of the tapered baguettes in that double halo, and also a nice 5 points of the round white diamonds at the north and south points of the center stone. You can kind of see it there as it's, you know, just chilling there. But this is supposed to be $12,999. Obviously, a lot of diamonds, over 2 carats, just over 2.5 carats. And again, you know, we typically see the round white diamonds for a reason. You know, we venture into the stones that are, you know, tapered baguettes or even just regular baguettes or even princess cuts. The prices tend to go up, so that is also just something to keep in mind. $12,999 is where this one started. We are not going to leave it there. Again, with the cat's eye. You know, take it out under the sun. I think under the brightest light source possible, it works the best in terms of getting that really crisp and sharp cat's eye. I'm getting tired of holding it, so here's what it looks like on the hand as I go over the rest of this piece. And white gold only on this one, as again, if we were to reset all of those diamonds, we'd have an issue here. But this one is not going to be $12,000, and we're going under $10,000 as well. And no, that does not mean $9,999. We're going to do far better than that. So again, if you like this piece, call us quickly on this. Again, really loving how, you know, from this angle, it almost looks like, you know, you have a plane of diamonds, like a table of diamonds, and then you just have a little, like, a little drop of water on it, and that is the cat's eye indicolite. That's just what it gives me the impression of. But this is not going to be $99.99. If you would like this one, again, we do have several other options of cat's eye indigolites with different diamond combinations. We do have some with the pink diamonds, white diamonds, I think yellow diamonds even. So if you're not a fan of this particular mounting for whatever reason, that is why we have different options available in the back. But if you are a fan of this one, we will do it for $5,999 to the very first caller. And again, up till like a couple of months ago, I was not even aware that stones like this existed. And I'm very glad it does, because it is quickly becoming one of my favorite stones, especially with that Indicolite blues. And $59.99 will be the price on this one. This is what it looks like. Back up close we go. And this is again side view of it. It'll stay up. But here it is again with the basket work. Even though it is a wider style design, it is true to size in the back, and it does have that under gallery there to keep it right on your hand there. So $59.99 on this one. Again, a lot of shimmery and shiny diamonds. Very different from the brilliant cut diamonds that we're so used to, but still impressive nonetheless. And you know what this really reminds me of? These halos really reminds me of the multicolored sapphire pendant, the circular pendant that we had not too long ago. Or I guess it's been a while now, but that pendant, if you want another look at it, again with the seamless transition between the colors of the rainbow in one singular pendant, and again with the baguette cut stones. That one is also here if you would like to have another look at it. And again, if you're just tuning in, had a few fabulous pieces so far, and still a lot more to come. So, you know, I think I have to do it. Sorry guys, one more black opal. And then no more, I promise. All right, let's move along. So this next one is 1122086. It's just this design. This one is more so the design. One of them had a single halo. The other one also had kind of like a single halo with a little bit of a designer's touch to it. But this one is very different. 18 karat yellow gold on this. Has to stay like it is in the 18 karat yellow gold. But honestly, loving that design. I know we just had a ring that had, you know, double halo of tapered baguettes. And this one is continuing with that sentiment, but even more complicated in a way where it is set into this almost a floral type shape. So the other one, they could have like maybe like free-formed it a little bit, you know, after all it is just following a kind of a oval, kind of a marquise shape, but this one has a very specific shape and form to it, where if one single stone was, you know, cut a little too short, then it would absolutely not work for this design, which is, again, kudos to, you know, everyone out there who had a hand in putting this piece together. But this one is our 248 center stone, again, with that dark blue base color. And as you can see, a lot of the neon greens, and definitely has also its fair share of red flashes in this piece, very much like the second one that we had. And I think at the end of this one, I will have to bring back the other two, as you know, they deserve it. So we'll have a look at the other two after this one as well. So if you can't decide, or you know, just want to see them all together up there, we can do so. Speaking of the diamonds, we have 73 points of all of the diamonds put together in this fabulous design. And again, not a single round white diamond to be seen in this piece. Love this design. Love how each, I guess, petal, each segment is, you know, framed off with its own little 18 karat yellow gold segment. This is what it looks like from the side. So loving how they did like a little wave, a little hidden wave underneath every single petal. And again, those red flashes, they don't just, you know, they don't just touch the surface of the stone like right here. They go to that far corner down there, as you can see. So love to see it. A piece like this was supposed to be $89.99. And again, 248 center stone, $89.99. All of these diamonds and all of this gold as well. As you can see, there's a slightly thicker band on this one. This is what it looks like from the back side. So again, gives you space to clean your diamonds if you so need to do so. And back to the other side as well, continuing with the red flashes, as we can see there. This is not going to be $89.99. if you would like this one, yellow gold only, one color only, $3,999. And I know out of the three, this is the priciest one by $1,000, but the other two are still here for $29.99. So again, if you have a hard time deciding, I'll bring back the other two as well, but keep in mind this one is $39.99 while the other two are $29.99. And let me also try this one on the hand here, and this one I cannot fit, so this is what we're going to work with. But loving how this reads from a distance away. Kind of gives me like a pinwheel almost kind of look, so really it's up for interpretation, which is very nice. Here's what it looks like from the side, so you can see there with the wave on the under gallery, it's not high off the hand at all. Loving those neon green flashes, and of course those blue flashes as well, sprinkled around with that red flash that you would love to see. So $39.99 on this one, and I'll have to bring back the other two if you want another look at it, or all three together. So this is the one we just had. Keep in mind the other two are $29.99. This one is $39.99. So we'll bring back the other two. This one is again very similar to the second one that we brought here. But here are our three opals that we've had here today so far. And of course the huge one, but let me know if you want to see that one. But it is definitely has a larger presence on the hand. But here we have our opal trio. Up here for one more look, again the one in the center here, that one was $39.99, and then the other two on either side, $29.99, your choice of. Again, you can't pass up these opals. These are one of a kinds, created by Mother Nature herself. Again, really it's up to you. They all have their fair share of like the red flashes, but as you can clearly see, this one definitely has a lot more of it. But that doesn't mean the other two opals, are lacking. The other two are just different in terms of they are the darker blue based colors and have their fair share of the neon green flashes, but more so than the red. So again, it's really up to you and what you like, what you are looking for, what you maybe don't have yet. Again, we typically would see more of like this one and this one, the two blue greens, typically more of them, more common in black opals. So if you want one with more reds, don't really get to see those as often. When we do, they're usually gone just like that. So glad that we were able to have this one right here with all the red flashes you could possibly ask for. So let me know on any of these. Again, the one in the center here is a little bit more, $39.99. These two on either side, $29.99. Basically your choice of, or if you wanted to take all three, I'm not limiting you to, one opal per cart, but if you wanted to take all three, be my guest. You'll have the ultimate opal collection. You'll be a very happy camper, and you will probably spend hours upon hours just taking these three pieces, out into the sunlight, into the shade, where have you, to really just look at, the different colors that come through. So let me know on these. And we'll also probably bring back some other pieces as well. So since these two are $29.99, let me actually just move this one aside and bring back the Imperial topaz. This one was also $29.99, and I actually think it works quite well with that opal up there. So this one, Imperial topaz, also $29.99, stay like it is. So everything up here right now, the gold colors do have to stay like they are. So the two opals are in the platinum, and the Imperial is in the 14K white and rose gold. So do keep that in mind, has to stay like it is, but same price, $29.99, your choice of. And I'm trying to remember, did I have anything else that was $29.99 that I could throw up there? I don't think so. So these are our three, kind of a makeshift recap wheel that is so conveniently the same price, but I could ruin that if I put up something else. But We'll let these couple of rings spin here for a couple more minutes. Again, think about it. Pieces do go after the fact, so do keep that in mind, as you know, you never know who's out there thinking about the piece that you are thinking about. And especially with pieces like this, I really don't want you to, miss out on it, especially if you've spent so much time thinking about it. Like, do I do it? Do I not do it? Do I get it? Do I not get it? If it doesn't work out for you, send it back. I mean, for any of these, I'll be more than happy to, have them back here, but you really got to see them in person to see and experience what they're all about. And again, with these lights, these opals aren't really, showing off to the best of their abilities. So take them home, see what they're about. If they're not all that, send it back. I'll be more than happy to take them back. So there's that. And again, Brazilian alexandrite. If you need another look at that one. Had a lot of requests for Brazilian alexandrites, GIA certified. Maybe not quite the color of the one that was shown today, but it is one of the best, the cleanest, the most open in terms of color, and again, the clarity, color change, all very important, all present in that ring, so call me on that one. And I feel like I just have to do a little. If you're interested in this one too, I do have it, but just a size perspective, you can see how it is a large ring. If you want to see this with all the information, you do have just enough time maybe for one more item, but in the meantime, I will be ruining the $29.99. I know it's it's nice to have that up there, but I'll be bringing back some other pieces that we've had throughout the show, including this Royals and Barn. This Royals and Barn was $12.99, so 442 center stone on this one, and 11 pointed diamonds for $12.99. Had this cat's eye dual look here with the crystal beryl and the alexandrites. Looks like I'll probably have to zoom back a little bit, rearrange everything. Maybe I'll put over here. So again, a lot of these pieces, all of them actually, one of a kinds. Once they are gone for good. And maybe on the other side, we'll just put our other alexandrite that we had today. So this one up here is GIA certified. Do keep that in mind. If you need another look at the cert, I can bring it back as well. So the back three rings are all the same price, but these up here are all their own different prices. So if you need to see any graphics, we can probably just bring them up again. But in the meantime, here we have it, some recap items. Again, not that many certified pieces here today compared to other days, but let me actually just move this. So here we have it. And again, any requests, Lauren will be back with you guys online and on TV Saturday and Sunday. So we kind of do a little flip-flop. So Saturday and Sunday, we are here in the daytime. That is from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific. If you need any more information on like channels in terms of cable, all of the information is on the website. And if you have any questions, you can always call in and ask us. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. And as you know, she's also here on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and we are off on Tuesday. But we're all still here on Tuesdays to answer any questions you might have as well. So again, any questions you might have, just call us and we can answer them for you. I feel like all of the information's on the website, but if you want to talk to someone, we are here. So let me know. And while we're at it too, I'll just also show again the GIA cert for the alexandrite that is in the back right corner. This is the certificate that comes with the alexandrite. So again, this is for that bright green stone that was on the wheel. This is the color change. It's a grayish purple, but I would say definitely more purple. GIA can be a little bit mean sometimes. So $59.99 on the Brazilian alexandrite. Again, geographic origin right here. Brazil, green, changing to grayish purple. And again, all of your carat weights, dimensions, and all that good stuff in this one little piece of documentation. So I think I just moved something on the wheel. So let's go back to the wheel. And Mr. Alexandrite is dancing away. Alexandrite, which is also in the platinum. So that doesn't mean that it has to stay like it is in a size 6. We can size it to whatever size you need it to be in. So let me know on anything up here. Again, my apologies if it was too much black opals. Just got really happy with all of the brand new stuff, brand new designers pieces that have come in, and thought I'd share them with you guys. If not, again, requests are always welcome, even though we're in the last couple of minutes. If you have anything for tomorrow, Sunday, the weekend, next week, or have any questions on anything, if you just want to double check on availability, all it takes is one phone call, and we are here for a couple of minutes after the end of the show. Again, if you're just coming back from being outside, we'll be here for a couple of minutes, after which we will skedaddle and then be back here early in the morning. I think, you know, when we used to be on TV on Fridays, it was really rough, because then we'd go till, 10 p.m. and then have to be back here by 10 a.m. the next day. So definitely a slightly more comfortable turnaround time frame. And of course, you have to factor in all the driving. I usually get home like close to 11 p.m. So, well, I still do for the weekdays, but you know, what can you do? But it's nice to be here on a Friday, online only, limited audience, very chill, very relaxing. And again, hellos to everyone in our chat, Facebook and YouTube, and I'm not sure if the website has a chat, but hello to everyone if you are watching on the website as well. And last couple of minutes are here. I'll probably be back with you guys next week, as Joanne is still in school, college, fashion design. So she's got her plate full already with, you know, school and stuff. So I'll be here. I'm not in school anymore. It's kind of funny though, because I don't exactly look like, or I guess my age. So whenever people ask me if I graduated already, I said, yeah, I graduated. And they have to ask me if I graduated from high school or from college. So yeah, it's like, whenever I go out with my siblings, it's always, they look at me and they're like, you can't be the oldest. And I'm like, I am the oldest. And then they look at me like I'm joking with them or something, but it is what it is. And it doesn't help that I'm also like short. So yeah, I'll be 25 very soon, but I still look like, my mom says I could, you know, put my hair into pigtails, wear like, I have this overall style dress, put on a backpack, and could probably walk into a middle school. But yeah, it is what it is. Yes, emerald earrings, the large ones, the emerald cut ones, the ones that I flash with the emerald cuts. All right, we'll do a quick little flash. Can I ask who's asking about them? All right, we might have to go a little bit over time, as we did have someone. Susan. Hello. So we might have to go a little overtime, as someone just requested, Susan, to see the large emerald earrings that I had done a quick little flash on. So there is a countdown clock, but if we must go a little bit over time, we will do so. In the meantime, this is item number 1116403. Now, we just had several rings up there, but as you can see, I did not touch the camera and there was no zooming done. And here we are, exact same camera depth, and nothing has changed. That's how you know these emerald earrings are huge. This is 18K yellow gold, 866 total weight on the emerald, so that's over 4 carats per emerald. And I probably don't even need to zoom in all the way as I like to do with the emeralds, but you can very clearly see how clean those emeralds are. And I said earlier, I didn't want to believe that these were Colombian emeralds because of just how clean it was. But here we are, Colombian emeralds, and diamond weight, 246 of the pear-shaped yellow diamonds all combined. And when you saw them, when I showed them on the hand a while ago, they definitely looked like a single stone. So I will also take one and show it against the hand as well. Definitely a very impressive drop link. So let's go on the hand here. So you can see here how the yellow diamonds, the pear shapes, you can very clearly see up close how they're 3 separate stones. But as you look at it from this hand shot, it looks like the yellow diamonds all merged into one stone. And we've had our fancy cut stones here today, and this definitely looks like one. It is not, but it definitely looks like one. So just imagine how it'll look on your ear. This was supposed to be $39,999. And let's go back up close as I have to remove the backings. These are screwbacks, so in case you're worried, you're like, yeah, those are like really like expensive and I don't want to risk losing it. Luckily, we went ahead and already did these in the screwbacks. So not post and butterfly backs, would really not recommend it, as you know, if you lose one, that's a lot that is gone. These are also not going to be the $39,999 as you see on the screen right now, and we are not even going to do it. If I already save you $20,000, that's going to be $19,999. We are not going to do that either. Again, thank you for requesting to see these. I think this is my first time presenting them, so very nice to see them, you know, on a Friday. And let me see, I can try to get them in my ear. But these are not going to be $19,999. And let me actually just hold them up to my ear in a few short moments. $17,777, although it is a very nice number. We are also not going to do that either. This is what they look like held up to the ear. So here we can see a very large presence on the ear. And again, from this perspective too, you can see how it looks like one massive yellow diamond when in fact it is 3 stones put together. And of course, I mean, I just turned ever so slightly to face the light just a little bit more, and you can see how clean and clear and saturated and beautiful that emerald is, and lucky for you, you get 2. So let's go up close because these are not going to be $17,777. If Susan would like it, we'll do it for $16,999 on this fabulous designer red carpet pair of earrings. So let me know on this one. I know we're a little bit over time, so thank you for sticking around with me, and we'll probably sign off right after this one. Unless you have any last minute questions, we can always bring it back. And this is, speaking of the back, this is what it looks like from the back. So the back side of the yellow diamonds, all mirror finished yellow gold, 18K yellow gold. And that is the screwback you'll be getting. So it is not the teeny tiny little one for smaller earrings. This is definitely not an earring you want to have, you know, falling forward on your ear. So we accommodate you with a larger backing for this one. So let me know if she has any questions on it. Again, I know it's a very impressive pair of earrings. Definitely for only one person out there. So let me know if she has any other questions. If you have any other questions, you the viewers have any other questions, we'll see if there's any last questions for our caller there. But if not, we will be signing off in a couple of minutes. So we'll just figure out any last questions. Let me see if there's any other perspective. Let me actually hold this one up so you can really see it properly for how it's supposed to, you know, sit on your ear. So here we have it. Again, loving this. I mean, it's just such a simple design, yet so effective. I mean, I probably talked about this a few times, but with emerald cuts too. Very difficult to work with in terms of, making into earrings, but also pendants. Pendants I feel like is a little bit easier, but earrings definitely more difficult to work with in terms of the flow. And did you have any other questions on these earrings? No? Thinking about it, thank you very much. So let me know if you have any other questions, Susan. I can always answer them after the fact as well. And with that, I believe it is time to sign off. So thank you for joining me on these, a little bit of an overtime, but had a last minute question, which we'll be here for a couple minutes after the show. If you have any questions, you can call us, and then I'll be hanging out here as well. But thank you for sticking around with me for the past 3 hours and 4 minutes. And again, Lauren will be back tomorrow on TV, online, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific, so join her. And yeah, we will see you tomorrow. So thank you. And let's go back to our wheel. One last look at these fabulous earrings, and have a good night, everyone.